James 4, yeah. Bacardi Dark on the track. Yeah, ball dropping. It's that round table talk. What you talking about? Raw, uncut, hot topic straight off the top. Ksapp in the hunts, ball dropping just like a punt. Most valuable podcast, giving you what you want. I'm so official, blow the whistle. They chopping it up around the table, talking shizzle with my nizzles. Ballin' cause it's simple, dropping straight off the mental. Discussing our views, sports, politics, and the news. Your part and hard as all. Sap the boy got bars. Control to switch up the tempo, crushing your innuendos. My first take is undisputed. Cliche so sharp, I'm like SBD exclusive. It's that round table talk. What you talking about? Raw, uncut, hot topic straight off the top. Ksapp in the hunts, ball dropping just like a punt. Most valuable podcast, giving you what you want. It's that round table talk. Yeah, James 4. What up, Ksapp in the hunts? It's that round table talk. Give it to him.
And now, welcome your host of the Simply Ball Dropping Round Table Talk, the Ksapps and the Hunts.
Yo, good evening, everybody. Once again, man, back again with another Round Table Talk, SBD edition. You know how we do it, man. The Ksapp and the Hunts. We got a special guest in the studio today, Montrel Rushing. We're going to kick it off. But first off, you know, I just want to come to everybody and let everybody know that I think this is probably episode Round Table Talk, man. What y'all think about episode 8, 9, 10?
Yeah, we up there.
About episode 10. Yeah, probably about episode 10, man. And probably episode 7?
No, it's
Around 7, 8, or 9, or 10, man. But I do
7, 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, or 10.
We'll give you an accurate count later.
Yeah. But I do want to appreciate everybody that's rocking with us, man. Well, I'm going to use the word. I appreciate everybody that's fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? So, man, appreciate all the, you know, the views, the streams, the downloads. I just want to, you know, give a shout out to a few listeners out there that be in the comments. I want to shout out, you know, Slappy, you know, Mr. B, a.k.a. Vaughn Harper. He's always, you know, in the comments, holding it down, welcoming people aboard when they come in the comments. Chris Lee, he's always in the comments, rocking with us faithfully. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a special shout out to Henry Brent, man. You know, Henry always sends me, you know, comments and text messages after every show when he looks at it or listens to it, and he gives me, you know, feedback on it. I see you in the comments, Chris Lee. Appreciate you, man. Always tuning in, rocking with your boy. But yeah, Henry always gives positive feedback. You know, lets us know what, you know, the people that we have on the round table. He gives a breakdown on how he feels about certain people, and I think he likes B Hunt, man, because he always talks about B Hunt keeps it real, 100. So shout out to Henry Brent.
Tonight.
But you know, these two right here, man, B Hunt and Kanisha, man, they got a love-hate relationship. I don't know what they're doing, agree to disagree. But you know, I do want to appreciate everybody that I think it was 2 weeks ago we did the late night edition. I know it was late, it was after midnight. You know, we talked some reckless shit. You know what I'm saying? We talked some sex. We talked about soulmates, soul ties, and them constant cheeks. Constant cheeks. And you know, when you get consistently getting cheeks, it makes you feel like a man, huh? Yeah. So we had a great time last week, and you know, without further ado, you know, we brought Mr. Montrel Rushing back to the set. You know, he got a lot to say. I mean, he got his shades. He got his shades on tonight.
Put the shades on. Okay, that's what we're
So
doing.
he got his shades on.
You don't want to be seen.
No.
So, but first off, before we get the show kicked off, man, you know, y'all let me know what y'all drinking tonight. I told y'all get y'all drinks. Come fuck with us, man. We're gonna have a good time, man. And you know, I got a little bit of I don't know what's in this red cup. I think it's that gas. But, It's that gas. But before we get started, we're gonna take a toast before we get started.
Hey, we done already had a couple shots. I can't take no more shots.
You know, we ate good. We ate good. We drinking
Tequila.
good, man. To a successful podcast. We got people in the peanut gallery back there. I appreciate y'all for tuning in back there. So before we get it kicked off, you know, last week we talked about a lot of things, but before we get started, man, how was y'all's week?
Week's been pretty good. Went by
fast.
Went back fast to you.
It went fast to me. Yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty productive
Yeah, what I
this
was
week.
saying. Yeah.
Goodness.
It's nice this week.
It's nice this
It
week.
was Cinco de Mayo
It's
too.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco
Oh,
de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. You know what?
Margaritas.
Yes, I'm
right.
gonna tell y'all, my family, my friends/family is everything. I'm telling y'all. I went, so Cinco de Mayo, I was working Cinco de Mayo, so I was out all day. I was tired, and I was like, okay, what y'all want to eat? Y'all want to go out? Well, my family don't like to really go out to eat that much. Kareem and Makai, as everybody know, they like to stay at home a lot. So they like, okay, let's bring the food in. So I was like, okay. So I stopped local little Mexican restaurant, got me a margarita to go, got us some food. And then lo and behold, the hunt said they was at the same restaurant. I said, yeah, you know what?
Great mind.
I need another margarita, y'all. Can y'all hook a sister up? They DoorDash me a margarita. I'm telling you.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, it was good.
And the crazy thing about it is when they did that, man, I ate my food.
And he was asleep.
I fell
KC
asleep.
was
asleep,
knocked
y'all.
So
out.
I didn't even know
Came
they
by.
came by and dropped Kanisha off the margarita until I saw a message Brandon talk about. Ksapp, wake up. I was taking a nap.
Knocked
Somebody
out.
said Sheena was sitting in the car with the shades on.
Hey,
Hey.
Shades was on.
She had one
Sheena-
too many.
He is.
one-
Shayna was about to get them chicks taken.
Hey, the crazy thing about it is, we gonna keep it real, man. Brandon been a little off the chain these last couple of days on our little,
Man.
message thread, man. He's talking about he's Mr. Cheek Beater.
No, doctor.
Dr.
Got
Cheek
a
Beater.
chick meter.
The doctor.
So
Okay.
now, when Brandon calls his wife, what pops up on the call ID is Mr. Cheek Beater, Dr. Cheek Beater.
Doctor.
Heck
She-
no.
So you know, Brandon been beating them cheeks, man.
That's it.
I can't.
I mean, hey, we
Not
keeping
the
it real.
cheeks. Not eating the
Like it
cheeks.
real.
Yeah, but this week went by pretty quick, man. Successful
Yeah,
week.
it was
But
really successful. I don't know. Was it anything crazy happening in the news, y'all? Anything this week? I didn't really watch a lot of news this week.
Nothing in the news.
Nothing big
Nothing big.
happened, right?
No, I can't think of nothing.
What
Not to
happened,
my
what happened at
knowledge.
home, bro?
Oh,
talking
we-
about
some stuff
Which
happened
one?
in Louisiana.
something just happened in Louisiana. What was it? Who was just talking about it?
What the got hit in the head with the bottle?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody got
There's a
hit.
video out about this guy.
Yeah.
He hit the plexiglass at a gas station, and when he did that, the guy came from behind the counter with a beer bottle. He hit him first time. I mean, sounded off. He hit him again, busted across his head,
Wow.
Wow.
just because the guy hit the plexiglass.
Just to see. Ooh.
Wow.
Don't y'all be hitting plexiglass.
Yeah, please.
Well, you know, it's Ratchet City, man.
Ratchet
Y'all know
City,
how it goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Louisiana, that's what y'all call ratchet.
Is that what? Is that the thing?
That's
Is
what we call it.
I know
That's where
I heard
it
it, but
originated
is that
That's
what it
That's
is?
where
where it
Ratchet came
originated
from.
Originally.
That's where the word comes
Yeah.
from.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learned something
That's
today. I mean, I heard it before.
You know,
but I thought
the rest
it
of
was just
Louisiana
y'all
tried
was
to
just
adopt
saying
it, but
Right.
Shreveport.
It is Shreveport, Ratchet
Yeah.
City. Okay.
Straight the Ratchet.
Cedar
That's
Grove.
where it
I know
originated.
about Cedar Grove.
Cedar
y'all.
Grove. That's
I mean,
right.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
Cedar Grove.
K-Sapp's
Cedar
back.
Grove.
Cedar
Daiquiris go hard.
Grove. Okay.
Cedar Grove. I don't know about Cedar. That's
Yes.
my hood.
Yes.
I went down
That's
to Cedar Grove and took
Hey.
over. That's my hood.
What side you from, Chris?
Cedar Grove.
I'm from all parts of Cedar Grove.
And then look,
I took over
what you
my
say,
region.
Montrel? What you say
He
when
from the east side,
Kareem say
east
he?
side.
Nah, Kareem,
East
nah,
side?
you ain't enough from no Cedar Grove. You too
K-Sapp
light
east-
skinned to be from Cedar Grove.
East side Cedar Grove.
I put my foot down when I went down there. I got out the truck, walked down the street.
What street you was on?
Shit, I don't know the street. Cedar
The
Grove,
Daiquiris, Cedar Grove,
Shit.
Cedar Grove
Well, you must
Road.
went on the right one then.
I went by all the little
70th Street.
Hey, I went on the whole tour.
76 block.
There's 76, but she's
Sheena took me on the whole tour. I went by the yellow houses,
Yes.
the blue houses,
Yes.
all them houses down there.
Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove.
Yeah, so, but yeah, the week popped off, but man, we're gonna get our show popped off, man. You know, we talked about a few things 2 weeks ago, but this week, man, there's some interesting things that we come up when we talk about, and it was one thing that we was talking about. I guess it stems off of the subject that we had 2 weeks ago about the soul ties, soulmates, and things like that, the sexual stuff, but. We're gonna talk about the dating game, though. We're gonna talk about dating.
Yeah, before you even get to the sex scenes and stuff like that. You know?
Where does it start?
What questions you should ask? Before sex, or if you want to take this person serious, what are the things you need to ask?
But okay, I know you gotta ask questions though,
right?
And I'm posing this, man. I'm gonna give a shout out. I always throw a plug in where I get my stuff from because I don't take ownership to everything, but there's a female podcaster, the Barbie Way podcast. She posed a question on Instagram the other day about a guy took a girl on a date and he came up $60 short. And she was asking the fellas, if your boy took a girl on a date and he came up $60 short, would you cash app him? Mm-hmm. So I immediately said, I'll cash app him, but to me personally about dating, man, I mean, was that the first date? I mean, and she said, playing devil's advocate, it was the first date. So my question to her was, if it was the first date, how did he get himself in a situation where he came up $60 short? Mm-hmm. I mean, should he be taking her on an expensive first date? I mean, me personally, this is what I say. The dating game's fucked up. Because of the fact that, it's the generational thing, like you said, but, I'm not bashing the females right now, so just hear me out. It's always a thing about the females, always, if they get up with a guy, they go on a date, right? Y'all know how females go on a date. Mm-hmm. And, females have friends. Mm-hmm. And once that date is over, the fir's question their friend's going to ask them, where you take you to?
Where you take you?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And,
what you ordered?
Yeah, they
it's coming.
They think you got to go to Ruth Chris.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you got to go to Ruth Chris.
Yeah.
But I was talking to a partner of mine the other day, and we think around, the same thing about, a first date should be something simple.
Right.
Man, mm-hmm. I mean, I don't drink coffee, mm-hmm. but I'll go
like Starbucks.
Yeah, I'll go to Starbucks
and chill.
Tea, yeah, they have tea. Why come on a first date you can't go to a place like Starbucks or sit out in the park and have a conversation?
That's beautiful.
Well, I mean, I think the times have changed, man. It's what especially dealing with these women of today. But they frown upon that. You just can't go to Starbucks and they be cool with that because they might not show up.
Yeah,
I think that's whack. I think that's whack. Maybe it's just maybe it's my age. Maybe I'm telling my age. But if I feel like even if I were dating right now and I was not married, let's just say I was out there dating and somebody told me they were gonna take me I'd be happy as hell. I'm ordering my favorite drink. Yeah. But I mean, that's just me. However, what makes first of all, on the first date, you don't need to be drunk. You don't want to be eating nothing that's messy and eating pasta. You know how we do. We want to eat something that's pretty and cute, and we can put it in our mouth. But why would you want a man on the first date? To me, dinners don't impress me. That's just me. Dinners don't impress me. I mean, no. I didn't been up to the high class, to the low. I mean, you can take me to Wingstop. You can take me to Ruth Chris. I mean, I'm all the way in between and up there, and
Kanisha,
you can take me there, but I'm gonna look at you as if you stunting.
Hey, you trying to take you to something big and fancy on the first day?
Yeah. And because if you ain't gonna be consistent with the shit,
right?
Don't start nothing like that. You can't.
Why start me out on that first date, and then you ain't gonna take me on them dates when you propose and when you get married to me?
Yeah, right. We're gonna get into
because that falls on the consistent chicks. That we're gonna talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. But if she's that type of chick that want that high dollar first, you know what chick you dealing with. You know what you're dealing with at the top. But if you got that chick that say, hey, I'll take Wingstop and eat Indian style and eat wings with you and French fries and hell, I'll eat a cup of noodles with you as long as I'm with you.
But that's what I'm saying. But the thing about it is, I didn't mean to cut you off my trip, but the thing about it is, like, if you go on a first date like that, a first date will lead to a second date, right? So if you go just to have a conversation, you'll know who you're fucking with then.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Then you'll know if you want to continue with these dates, if you want to break bread. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I remember when I first moved here, an old school dude talked about, he said, man, you don't want to break no bread on these chicks straight off. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you go back and look at it like that first date, that's important because, I mean, you go to dinner, right?
Right.
And you eat and you concentrating on the lavish meal that you eating,
Right.
you're not having a conversation.
No.
You don't know nothing about, you don't know my
You're
favorite
trying
color.
to eat cute
You don't
and you ain't
you
even
know
know
what
what it
I'm saying?
tastes like.
So if you go to a
Denny's.
place like a Starbucks or
A place that's not too loud, you know,
Not
that's
too
what you
loud.
want to go
get
for.
to know me first,
Right.
and then
Conversation.
once I leave that place, then I'll know. Okay, I'll take you on a second date,
Right.
and then that's when we
It's
can go
about
to
to
a
be.
restaurant because now you know something about me.
But just think about it. How many first dates? I mean, we've done a lot of marriage chronicles.
Yes.
Well, not a lot, but we've done several marriage chronicles, and nobody has gone on a lavish
Nope.
first date.
Nope.
It has been like
Nope.
Chipotle or
Denny's.
yeah.
Unless
It's
you're Big
been
Trail.
something. Yeah,
That's Big Trail.
Yeah,
if
that's
we,
your big trail.
yeah, but
Shout out
if
to
we
him.
interview maybe some younger generation,
Maybe it's different.
it may flow a little
Yeah, because
different
everything-
because that's what their
Everything.
their
from the-
mindset is.
Yeah, from the money to the
Yeah.
cars to the how you living to your status, everything is up there now. So everybody is everybody in
Crazy.
competition. So
It's
it's the
different.
best of the best right
It's
now.
different.
Yeah.
Because me personally, the type of person I am, but what you say, maybe showing my age,
Yeah.
I would remember more. I would like more the thought of a first date.
Yes.
If you did a picnic in a park,
Picnic.
Because you gotta be
even if
honest.
it's some Chick-fil-A nuggets and
Yes.
fries on a picnic,
Picnic in the
that's
living
what's up.
room with the
In the
rose
living room.
petals.
with the rose petals and some
And have me a
candles.
bath ready.
Like
And my
that's
kitchen
what's up.
clean.
But you gotta think.
That's what's up.
Hey, half the niggas these days ain't going on no dates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't
just
dating
trying
at
to get
all.
the cheek.
They going straight to the cheeks.
Hey,
And they
hey,
giving them the cheeks.
Yeah, they get
hey,
the cheeks.
hey, let's watch a
So whose
movie.
fault is that?
Let's watch a movie.
The women,
The cheek giver.
the
Exactly.
the women
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
How
hey,
could you settle? How could you settle for something like that?
you know, I met this chick yesterday. Hey, where you stay at? Let's watch a movie.
Yeah.
At your house. Ain't no going out the date. They ain't doing
No, they ready to. They ready to.
kickbacks. Hey, we over here. Come on,
You
come
know,
on.
Nick. Ooh, I
That's what
Uh-oh.
it is.
forgot where I was, y'all.
Hey, it's
Look,
Let it
what
out.
up? Look,
Kanisha.
I'm
Let
the
it out.
co-owner of SBD.
There you
It's
go.
all right. I
Talk
can say
about
it.
Talk about it.
You can't come to my house. You can't come, baby.
But come
That
on,
is
hey,
rule. That's rule 101.
Come on,
On the first date, you can't come to my house
Come
because
on,
first of
mama.
all, my thing, Negro, you stupid.
It's a lot
No,
of,
but
it's a lot of
seriously.
going to mama house.
Yeah, a lot of them going to my house. Come to my house.
That's-
And watching
the
you play.
problem.
And watch them play video.
That's
games.
the problem.
All
And
day.
that's the problem. And that's the ones that end up complaining about that they in dead end relationships
That's it.
because they settle for it early on.
They
Yeah.
just want a man.
That's
What
it.
What about the Netflix?
Even a
and the
piece
Rat
of a
Pack?
man.
But that is a true statement, though. First
Netflix
impression
and
is
chill.
Netflix and
everything when
chill.
you want something serious.
Yeah.
First impression is everything. So that first date really
Yeah.
counts. I mean, it counts for everything.
I know when you say it counts, right?
Right.
But I mean, we got two ladies on the panel, right? So I mean, I've heard Kanisha's take, I've heard Sheena's take, but what I'm saying is, like today's generation, Kanisha always talking about the generational curse. Today's generation, but you get frowned upon if you do suggest something like that.
This
To
new
go-
generation.
What, like
Starbucks
Starbucks?
or
Oh yeah,
something.
absolutely.
You get
Yeah, they
frowned
probably
upon.
look at you
Absolutely.
like, you ain't taking me to
Yeah,
the.
'cause it's a sense of entitlement.
You ain't taking me downtown.
And that's
I
the
can
problem.
see.
And that's
Yeah,
why we are where we
because,
are today.
Because you got to think, Kareem.
That's the problem.
I'm the chick. If I get my body done, I got this long hair, my face fixed up. You're not gonna take me to Starbucks.
No.
We're not doing that.
And you can't be in no Cavalier.
But,
Come on.
But she got.
But what did she? But
Come
what?
on, you know.
But what she have to offer though? Just because you went out and got
Hey,
your
she
face
just told you. She just told you.
Just
I got
because
this
you
body.
got
I got this body
Everybody.
did. I got this
This
long
like
hair.
body done.
No, this is what it is. I'm bad.
Right.
That's the word. That's the
Exactly.
word.
I'm bad.
Right.
I'm a bad beat.
Ain't nobody bad but Trina.
You showing your age.
Not Trina.
She the baddest. That's what
She
she
the
I'm
baddest
bad.
shit.
Hey,
She the baddest shit.
show your age.
Look, what's
Cause she
Slappy
fat.
at? Trina his favorite. Trina his favorite.
She fat.
Slappy.
Yeah, Slappy, man. Shout out to you and Trina, man.
No, Trina, not. No,
Yeah,
she.
she the baddest bitch, man.
She fat as
She
hell.
the baddest. You know
But don't get me
now.
wrong.
She that PHAT. That's what
She-
you talking about. You ain't talking about that FAT.
You know now.
Go ahead, be real.
You know,
Be
you
real.
know how Hunt is.
She is
I
fat.
You know how Hunt is.
Brandon,
Hey, she be getting them cheeks lit up though.
I don't
Oh,
know.
absolutely.
Hey, I don't know about them cheeks, but she fat. She got to move a lot of cheeks out the way to get the clean. I know that.
She ain't fat.
Got a lot up under there.
Yeah. She got to reach around though.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, the date it's just it's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't have people really out here like I'm gonna use the word organically, being
Yeah.
committed into a relationship because that first date. I mean, women look at. I'm not trying to bash women now, y'all. Don't come at me now. Don't hate on me. But women look at you crazy if you coming up short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to the question I asked about if your homeboy is on a date.
I'm sending my boy that $60.
I'm sending
Yeah.
$60 too.
sending it.
I got a question. I know a man's supposed to be in pursuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what y'all feel about on the first day doing Dutch? Because I don't owe you nothing. You
I
don't owe me
totally
nothing.
agree with it.
That's
agree
been
with
another big question in today's dating is people going Dutch. How y'all feel about this?
I don't know about the dating.
I mean,
but if I'm going to date, I'm paying.
I think
This is the thing. This is
Of
the
course.
thing. I think the whole Dutch thing, I feel like it has to be mutual. I feel like
does it have to be talked on before you go on
I
that
almost feel like you got to talk about the shit because you can't.
date? You can't do it in the midst of it.
in the midst of it,
'Cause
like,
she might come
It's
to
gonna be
that
some
date.
smoke in the
Hell
city.
yeah, she might come to that date broke as hell.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. She might not have
real.
money in her book. And she texting her how this motherfucker ain't got no money. Because that was
like
me.
him again.
No,
She need to.
But the thing about it is, I mean, I'm going off me. Y'all gotta understand. I met Kareem when I was 21,
Right.
so I ain't never really
Telling your age.
Right.
hey.
Yeah, because these
Dating,
guys
'cause
don't
you-
want to take a L.
Yeah,
They ain't trying to
they
take a L.
don't. They ain't trying. They ain't
That's
trying
all
to.
it's
They
about.
trying to impress
Yeah,
and be
right.
broke and asking their niggas to send them $60.
$60.
She don't girl,
Like
you got
you
$60 too. Then.
Right.
Right.
Hey,
But I'm
call your
just saying,
homegirl.
I mean, how
Hey,
you come
I'ma
up
send it.
$60 short though?
I'm gonna send it to
Like,
a girl.
I mean, I just want to know what that date consists of. If you
Me
coming
too.
up
That's what I
$60
want to
short,
know.
what was on the menu?
Some he could afford.
They was at STK.
You can't.
STK.
You can't look.
Order them drinks.
Order that $60 drink.
$60 drink. You can't
Yep.
one drink.
Yeah, baby, order what you want. Order what drink you want. All right.
Yes, I can.
But that's
I
that
need
fall
to do it.
factor. When you sitting there and you just tell, go ahead and order what you want. Nah, nigga, you really didn't mean that.
He didn't mean it.
Right.
Now he's $60
Now
short.
you $60.
But then
short.
again, I think also women need to think about that. It's when he say that, you just don't order the highest thing on the menu. You
You don't, but you don't.
out of
You.
respect or
She
just,
got what you just said. She got
got
the hair.
got that
she
body
got
done.
the BBL.
She bad.
a sense of
She
entitlement.
bad.
She
yes,
bad.
So she feel like
She feel like
Right.
shoot.
she gonna do
I'm
it
gonna order the
because
highest
in her
thing on the
mind,
menu.
she done already told her homegirl she going out with your ass.
Yep.
So she's saying, I'm finna run this nigga shit.
Finna run that
I'm
bill
finna
up.
see what he really made of.
Right.
I'm finna order the top of the line shit, even if I don't like it. I'm gonna
Yep.
order a lobster tail and crab legs.
Because that's how some women
everything
eat
else.
every night. She going on dates.
But
Yeah.
to me, that wouldn't even impress me. Your mind.
Exactly.
But
Your mind would
but
be
today, if
because
they
you
really
could
going
be a
for it.
dumbass nigga. And
I'm like, you
buy me
my
all
girl,
this
they not
shit.
going for
I
it.
don't
Yes.
know.
Don't you?
Hey, but
Can't even hold no
it's
conversation.
not about your mind.
I
these
know.
days.
I get it. I get it.
It's about how you put on.
We need some. What a 20-year-old.
Right.
where the kids at?
What is that?
Yeah.
Where them babies at?
But that's what I'm saying, my girl. I agree with you, man. I mean, their mindsets, right?
Right.
But how do we fix all that shit?
Man. It starts at home.
You
It
say,
starts at
I mean, they say a lot of stuff starts at home.
Right. I mean, because you got to think your upbringing and manners. You got to think your manners and upbringing. That's what
I think it's too far gone. It ain't gonna be fixed like no
So
time.
does
well, it's not an overnight thing, but
don't
I
see
mean,
it,
but well, it's the
with
culture.
with social-
I mean, it's
with
just how the
social-
culture is
with social
moving
media
these
and all
days.
that, it'll never be fixed.
Right.
now.
So do y'all think
But-
that leads to a lot of failed relationships?
That's
Because-
why
Most
no,
definitely.
not fair relationships. They're not even making.
Build expectations.
They're
They're
not-
not even making
They're
it
not
to a
making it to a
relationship.
relationship.
I mean, I understand they're not making it to.
situationship.
I know they're not making it to a relationship.
Situationships to fuck you up.
Well, I guess
Situationship.
You don't
they got
wanna
all
be in a
kinds of fucking new
situationship.
words and shit. They got motherfucking entanglements, fucking
Yes.
Situationship.
and shit. But I understand what
Everything
you're
but
saying.
a relationship.
I understand what you're
We
saying. They're
own.
not making it that far, but they are making it that far.
Right.
the reason why I say that because they went out on that date, right?
Mhm.
So that's like wasted time, right?
Mhm.
I could be off somewhere fucking somebody else. You know what I'm
Beating
saying?
some more cheeks.
Yeah.
Free cheeks.
Look.
Free
Brandon
cheeks.
been talking about cheeks all week.
But that's what I'm
FYI,
saying.
y'all.
But that's what I'm saying. The thing about it is a situation like that, comes about and, people are trying to date. That's why today's society, man, and we talked about it on a couple podcasts, is like, it's up to the man to put forth that effort. But like Montrel said about these women, it's their mindset. Just because when I got my hair did, when I was put on for you, that she expects.
That's where her money went.
something
She ain't got no money for that
Right,
meal.
right.
She sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
The
and
bundles,
but then
honey.
you
She
gotta-
got the bundles.
And
She
then you
can't-
got a lot of them come. They be pessimistic on the
And
trying to
my
go on a
thing
date
is,
yeah, exactly.
instead of being
So-
optimistic.
So in a male perspective, I'm just gonna say this because I know what's the age difference between you and
5 years.
5 years. Okay, so that's a pretty nice gap. So I'm gonna ask you first, Montrel, on your perspective, if you were a single man,
Right.
and you were out here dating,
Mhm.
and what would your ideal woman be? What would you be looking for in a woman? Would you be looking for that woman who had that
Well, you know what?
I'm the bad? Or would you be looking for that regular girl that said, give me a picnic or give me Wingstop and I'll be fine?
Mm-hmm.
You want the real?
Give me the real.
I hope she don't
Give me
say it
the
like
real.
that though. Give me Wingstop.
I mean, Wingstop make my heart happy.
Yeah, we
If
got-
I ain't
we
making
got the
it,
picture.
right?
Okay.
I mixed you.
No.
Okay, well, let me
You
explain.
trying to
Let me
play me?
explain.
You trying to play me?
Explain that.
You trying to play me, my
Explain that.
trail? You trying to play me?
Yeah.
Because it's no different than I want you to be presented a certain way in public, but behind these sheets you go.
Yeah.
You go. So that's why I said I
But
want
But
to mixture.
what is your ideal public woman?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
What is your ideal public woman?
public?
Public. In the public, you come up, you go into a function. How do you want your lady to be presented with you?
I mean, in a formal way. I mean, depends on where we at.
Okay, y'all let it get together. Y'all at a barbecue, backyard barbecue. Everything get turned
Be
up.
yourself.
We drinking, we taking
Be yourself.
shots, and they got music playing. We in the backyard, we kicking it. It's
Be yourself,
this.
right?
Yeah, be yourself.
So be yourself.
Yeah,
Be yourself. Don't go overboard. Don't do the extra.
right.
Just be yourself,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Because I mean, I'm a piggyback. I can't even piggyback off what you said. But me personally, my ideal woman, and when I met Kanisha, I was told her, I'm a natural type person.
Yeah, that's
Right,
what I
You know
was
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Mhm.
All this stuff that makes you up, that's not you. You know what I'm saying? I like a natural person. When I met Kanisha, the hair behind the ear, that shit was just a thing for me, right? The natural
Child,
woman, right?
wasn't
I
wearing that back
don't
then.
see, you don't see too many people that keep it natural these days. They
Mhm.
always
True.
want to,
That's out the door.
like you said,
Yeah,
they
time
got
to
to put on
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what you say, the bundles and all that.
Yeah.
But
You got to move with
Full
time.
face of
Corinne.
Yeah.
makeup.
You got to move with time because what they did in the 70s, they
I know.
weren't doing it in the
We
80s.
are
But they
moving
doing
in
it in the
time,
80s, they
but
weren't doing it
my
in the
wife
90s.
keeps it natural.
But
That's
my-
right.
she
She's
might-
still cute.
Yeah, she might, put a little stuff on just to when we go out to
And looking
somewhere.
bad than
Right.
these
You know
other
what I'm
things.
saying?
Girl.
And I can say the same thing for Sheena.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And when they put their makeups and stuff on, they don't overdo it.
Right.
I've seen women that put makeup on. The shit don't even match their neck.
And my thing is, do you like that though? But I'm gonna go to Brandon. Brandon, what's your? I already kind of know because we kind of like
She's trying to clean it up, Brandon. She's trying
She
to
can see.
She's
She trying to make y'all friends tonight.
Brandon, we gonna be friends tonight.
I got my shades on right now.
Okay,
Oh,
so
he gonna act
what
right.
you say?
He's gonna act right.
If I was single right now, what kind of woman I'd be going for?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna kind of stay in my lane with that natural, but like I say, it still depends on the function.
Right.
Yeah.
It
that's why I say
depends
it depends
on. I mean, where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
I mean,
I'm gonna give you a
am I,
different.
am I a man with options, or am I?
Yeah, you single. You got all
Yeah.
options.
I'm gonna give you a
I-
different lane. I'm gonna give you meet your girl at the club. You ain't at a backyard barbecue. You at a club. What's gonna be your ideal girl when you at the club looking?
I like this.
Oh shit! Who go on the first night?
That'd be Hunt.
Yeah.
That's be Hunt.
I mean,
But is that your wife or is that a
no,
one night?
that was it. You said I'm a single man,
You
You're a
talking?
single man.
and I met a girl in the club.
No.
What would you be
looking for if you're in the
What would
club?
you be looking
No,
for?
I'm not
looking.
looking. I'm not looking in the club. If I'm a single,
You ain't looking in the
every
club.
time I pick
Yeah,
up my
just-
wife, it's not gonna happen.
So at your age, where would you be looking for a woman at, and what would you be looking for?
Shit, I guess somebody that Kanisha or Sadie or somebody will introduce me to probably. Because I can't go to a club.
That's smart.
Oh wait,
And fine. You so you
Yeah.
No,
want
I can't
word
go
of
to
mouth.
club.
You
Yeah.
want word of
I
mouth.
gotta go by word of mouth.
Yeah.
I gotta know, you know what I'm
Who
saying,
you dealing
background.
with.
I gotta know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I
See,
even
I'm different.
Because they're not gonna steer you
I'm
wrong.
not gonna even
Hold on.
and I'm not gonna even bring you, and I can honestly I'm not gonna just bring you around my family.
Okay.
You know, unless I gotta get some history.
Right.
I'm big on history. Like I
Yeah.
gotta know something.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're gonna know too much about me anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so my thing is, I know because we talk about
Right.
this. You want the history.
Right.
You big on all that. But now you out in big Dallas. We ain't back in Louisiana and all
Right.
that. This big Dallas. You ain't got nobody to tell you no history. So what you gonna do?
in Dallas. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean my wife here. I'm
You just
sorry.
want me to?
I mean, I have options.
Yeah.
Why would I settle down for one woman that I don't know nothing about?
Wow.
So
All
you
I do-
gotta know about
I got
what
to.
you dealing with.
I gotta know what I'm dealing with.
History.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
Mhm.
Yeah. And-
So you say you different, Montrel.
Yeah,
So how
because-
are you different?
Because you always have that girl. Hey, I just came out with my friends. This is just a one night thing. So it's not necessarily.
I ain't going for that.
But would you settle down with that person?
I'm quite sure Sheena been to clubs where her friends drove her to.
I wouldn't have met you in the club.
But I'm saying, I wouldn't.
I see what you're saying.
I wouldn't
I got
pass her up because she's in the club. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pass her up because
So,
she's in the club.
but the
you somewhere
club,
else, though.
my thing is the club is so full of whatever. It's full of
Games.
drinks.
It's full of
It's full of
games.
shots. It's full of drunkenness. You're not getting a real person. They made up. They glammed up for the club.
Even if their
Right.
friend
You're
brought
not
them out.
getting the real deal. Even if you talk to the person, you're gonna have to take them outside that club
Right.
to even understand
Right.
where they coming from. So you think that you could pull your wife from the club?
Absolutely.
I couldn't.
Mhm.
You see, you know me. You know how I think.
But I'm different.
Absolutely.
I mean,
because
it's
younger.
good
He's
to
younger.
have your
He's younger.
perspective.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
because
Right.
initially all I'm gonna get is a number anyway. I'm not trying to spike a conversation in the
But
club.
it's your mindset ain't
But you-
relationship wife. Your mindset
But
is
you
I'm
never-
about to smash.
You never know how it's
Right.
gonna go when you first talk to that person.
First of all,
you never know what it's
hold
gonna
on,
be like.
Yeah.
Montreal. Us as men with
Mhm.
options, we know how far it's gonna go. Because guess what? We control that.
That's true.
Right, with true.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe she say something that
It's nothing.
sparked me.
It's nothing she can say.
See, that's the difference.
It's
That's
nothing
what
she
makes
can
us
say.
different.
She was something she probably can
what
show me
options
later.
do you want?
I think Brandon 50.
I mean, I'm just
Low key.
saying.
Low key, I think he 50.
When I-
Low key, he older than me and Kareem.
When if I meet a woman in the club,
Yeah.
I know what I want to do right then and there. There's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
she
yeah,
can
yeah.
do
Well,
to persuade
yeah,
me.
yeah.
of course.
If I want to beat the cheeks, I might want to buy you a
He
drink
gonna
and
be-
kill
he
my
gonna
ass.
Yeah,
to that
exactly.
girl.
He gonna beat them
Exactly.
cheeks.
But you-
That's all the club, right?
I
That's
mean-
all the club is for.
Right.
I agree with you,
Right.
because as being young, being in the club, it was that we talked about this last 2 weeks ago. It's about that number, right?
Mhm.
You,
Right.
you go home
Right.
and say, man, shit, I had 3, 4, I got 5 different
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
when
it
y'all
was a
talk about
competition
options,
back then.
exactly. But like Brandon said, I just might want to buy you a drink till you beat feet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
then, well, let me ask you this, Brandon. That's your intent, right?
Right.
What if you hit her up? That ain't what she wants. You find out, okay, this ain't the type of girl that she go like I thought I wanted her to go.
I ain't gonna deal with them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal
See,
with it.
that's the difference. He might go ahead and pass her up. Well, hey, I might give her a
and
conversation.
then
so
you know what? I
get
might
to know her and find out.
introduce her to another one of my friends or something.
No,
didn't
she's
move
not
fast.
going for that. That's what I'm saying. She don't want to be introduced to none of your.
But she
friends.
over with.
what's she
She
over
done
with?
with.
I don't know what no
See,
more.
that's where the
Yeah.
difference
I don't
come
know.
in there because
Yeah.
I might take the conversation like, hey,
I don't want to talk
Damn.
to him. I don't.
see, that's the
yeah, I got the
difference between
patience.
Okay.
But Brandon not a talker anyway.
Yeah.
Brandon not a
Yeah.
approach a woman. He not even that.
Yeah,
he
you
not
know,
that type.
I'm kind
He
of like
more
that.
like
Right.
a.
Well, we
You
both like
you
that.
reserved
Yeah.
until you
He
get them
reserved.
cheeks.
To the,
Yeah,
You
we
Reserved until you get them cheeks.
Let's flip it this way. You talking about being in the club with your chick, right?
Right.
Now, like Kanisha said, the lights are dim, and you meet a chick.
Right.
You thinking, okay, because the drinks are flowing. You're like, oh man, you know, okay, she got some potential.
I got bundles.
You go
I got a
outside
BBL.
the club, right?
I got eyelashes.
And the lights come on, and you see
And they
for
take
face
all that
value to see what it is, right?
Uh-huh.
What is a deal breaker for you?
But ugly.
Well, I mean, it just, you know, first of all, us men, we visual first. You know?
Exactly, but visual
in the club?
Yeah.
Huh?
Visual in the club?
Well,
Look, I gotta grab the mic.
I'm going out playing scenarios.
A visual in the club or visual at church? I can see you being baby. You can't be visual at the club because the club is fake as hell.
I mean, all of it's fake. All people can wear
Fake.
makeup and stuff.
But
Like
they
No,
that.
I'm not even saying makeup. Makeup enhances you. Makeup should not make you look like a different person.
But this the thing.
Or sometimes it can make you look like a
It
different person.
does, and that's when it
But-
goes wrong.
and
That's where you'll get me. I'm gone.
Exactly.
This the thing in today's time. Now we talking about the club because it's out here, but
Yeah.
most people meet today is on social media or dating sites.
Oh yeah.
Right.
You can be whoever
Right.
you want to be.
Oh
Yeah, you can.
Exactly.
You can.
That's why I wouldn't make it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't make it.
You can be whoever you want to be on these
Yeah.
platforms these days.
That's why if
Yeah.
I wasn't married, I don't think I could make it.
I can't make it.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I can make it.
No, I know you can't.
You're not really meeting people at gas stations
I know.
and
I
grocery
know.
stores no more. You're not
You
doing
can't.
that.
You can't.
I
You
couldn't
jumping
make
in inboxes. You
And
jumping
it's
in
okay.
DMs.
And it's okay because it's. I think
You
it's
sending hard eyes. That's all it takes.
it's a
Exactly.
personal preference.
That's a nuisance.
It's where you are
That's
in
all
your
it takes.
life.
Hard eyes in the
It's a
eggplant.
personal
Hard eyes and you'll get them cheeks.
In the eggplant.
You'll get them cheeks.
But-
An eggplant.
But you know
You'll get
what?
them cheeks.
And like I say, that's why I say I agree with you there because it's a new day and time.
Right.
You
They're
know,
not meeting
you
clubs
got-
and stuff no more.
But
grocery
that's
stores
why.
no more.
That's why. Me personally.
I can make it.
You got guys that'll see a chicken just to get her social media, just to try to holler at her on social
Exactly.
media instead of being in
So-
her face and trying
so-
to.
That's their
so
background
look,
check too.
I
That's
got
their
a question.
background. They just
I
go
got
back
a
to
question.
pictures
I got a
and
question.
look.
Just
That's what they
for
got.
you.
Okay.
You at this club, right?
Right.
You got this bundles, eyelashes, makeup, beat, everything. She flowing. She got her fitted dress on.
She got the BB. Got a BB.
She got a BBL, honey. You know that's my thing. The
I know,
BBL.
I know.
I ain't never getting a BBL. Yeah, I don't need no BBL. But BBL,
Mhm.
and you got this other girl over here who may just be just a natural, just regular chick. She know how to dress up when she want to dress up and get cute and fly for her man. But she just came out with her friend. She just came to the club.
Right.
She came. She just got her regular hair. She got a regular. I'm gonna say she got a bob.
Mhm.
She got a regular bob. She ain't got no extensions. She just got a regular bob.
The bob
She might
pocket.
got a little eyeliner or something. You know, it ain't nothing extravagant. She just kind of look regular.
Right.
Okay. Who you going for?
I'm going for the natural.
He lying.
What? You like, damn, lie.
Well, in what aspect of it? What am I trying to do?
Sir.
No.
No, you're
What am I
not
trying
doing
to?
this.
If I'm just
You're
trying to
not
have
doing
sex with
this.
her, if I'm
No. If you're in the club,
I'm just trying to have sex with her,
no,
right?
it ain't. I don't know what you're trying
That's
to
what
do.
I'm saying.
with
What
her.
are my intentions?
Shit, I don't know what your intentions are. You
Is
single?
that-
What you
no,
tell me?
That matters.
You tell me what your intentions are.
Am I looking for a wife or am I looking to fuck?
Shit.
It's a big difference.
Well, okay.
It is.
Okay.
You gotta give them the thing because
But-
at the end of the
But
day,
my thing is,
That's all.
the girl that's plain and natural, she may be ready for both your wife and your fuck.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
She a freak. She a freak more than this hoe that's got all these bundles.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what are
Super
my
freak.
intentions. Why am I there? What am I
What is your
doing?
intentions though?
So if I'm in the, it depends.
No,
If you're in a club at a single band, what is your mindset?
What's your mindset?
Shit.
You going there to fuck,
See,
right?
so who going?
Who going to fuck?
Okay, so you still go for that natural? If you just going for who going to
He
do
not
that?
going for the
And then it
natural.
depends on my night. That safe fence.
hey, no, hold up. It depends on what he's drinking. If you're on brown or blue.
Because if we at a lounge or we somewhere with a live
We're not talking about the lounge. We talking about the club.
Club.
We're not talking about the lounge. We're talking about in the club.
who going?
Your intention is to go fuck, right?
Right.
And that's why when I talk about the natural stuff, right? It's like you just like I'm gonna give you a
You in
perfect
Coco
example.
Pellas? I'm tearing the club.
Oh,
So what you doing in Coco Pellas? You smashing,
What you doing
right?
at Coco Palace?
Right.
You smashing, right?
Coco Palace hit a
Coco
nerve.
Palace, yeah.
Coco Palace.
So
What's
you
Coco
smashing,
Palace?
right?
Right.
So that's the mindset when they ask y'all about, we all married, right?
Right.
If we single, we going to the club. What's our intention? My intention, I'm going to fuck.
Right.
Right.
That's my
You be at
intention,
the club,
right?
yeah.
Because I couldn't make it in today's
So
world if I wasn't married.
you're not meeting me, Kanisha, the
Nah.
hair behind the ears
I'm
at the
not-
club.
I can't.
Sorry, Kanisha, hair behind the ears. I'll catch you next time.
Only at work.
At
I
work?
met you at the job. I met her at a 9 to 5.
I guess we wouldn't be together.
Yeah.
But the thing is, don't get me wrong, Kanisha might have been in the club that night too.
Nah, we was in the club together.
No, I'm talking about before y'all even met.
I know, but I'm just saying. But I didn't meet her in the club. I met her at
Right.
9 to 5.
But you saw it at the club.
Huh?
You saw it at the club.
I never saw her at the club before.
No,
I
I'm
saw her
saying
at the
you
job.
saw it at the club. Oh, I saw it somewhere before.
I saw her at the job first.
But
Then we started going to the club together.
no, listen, Creed.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you
we did.
saw her and you never talked to her, but you actually met her at the job, like, hey, we ain't seen each other.
The
before.
conversation would have to be picked up at the job.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
But see, but and it goes back to, but she didn't come with the bundles and stuff. She
Right.
still was the natural.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like we was in Miami, right? And we came off the yacht. We went to dinner, right?
Right.
My wife, Brandon's wife, your wife, naturals, right?
Right.
They didn't have to go the extra mile to cake it all on. Everything was natural, right? That's all I'm talking about, the natural. And when you get to today's society, right,
Mhm.
with the women with the bundles, they gotta cake it on, they gotta do all this shit.
Contour.
And then listen,
Contouring. You know about contouring?
Yeah, see,
we gotta talk.
you know a lot of
We
stuff.
gotta talk about you.
you hiding right now, but you know a lot of stuff. And that's what I'm saying. To me personally, like if I wasn't married, I keep on saying this, I couldn't make it because all I'm out there doing now is I'm just wanting to fuck, right? Because of the
I ain't
fact
taking
that
nothing serious.
exactly you
I'm
can't.
not
Yeah,
taking
you
nothing.
Because
can't take it
now
serious.
you go home, right?
Right.
I've seen too many shows.
So it's not wives out there, basically.
Exactly. I've seen.
They ain't
No,
wife
I'm not
material.
gonna say there's no wives. out
Well,
there.
the ones that you're talking about is not wife material.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but I'm just
In the
saying.
club though.
You know, you go home.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
club.
you're in the club.
But just because you're in the club,
But
don't
you
mean
know
they
what
got
would-
wife material.
This
I'm
what-
with me and my wife in the club.
This one would mess
I'm
me
not.
up. I go home, right?
Right.
And
We
I'm
need couples
looking at
out
this
there that
shit.
met in the club.
I'm
Tap
just,
in.
no, I'm just saying I'm not
Right.
meeting my
And I
wife.
know-
I'm
Tap
in
not
if you
speaking
met
to
in the
nobody
and
club.
I'm
else.
sitting there and I'm ready to fuck, right?
Right.
But this chick gotta go in the mirror, get her cotton swab, and take all that makeup off.
That
And
bitch-
then
And she looked like somebody.
and I'm like, oh man.
And you know,
God damn.
and you know niggas fucking, I'm here now. How drunk are you?
Hey,
Hey, I don't care how drunk I could.
You know niggas
Hey.
got
I could do it.
and she beating her feet. Get up.
Look,
Hey,
we
I'm
know,
gonna act
we,
like
we
somebody
know,
called
we know
me
it ain't
and
got
I
no
to go.
face,
Right.
cause y'all gonna still be in the dark and you don't give a shit.
No, slow down. 9 times out of 10,
Gotta
if
wake up.
we're single men with options. We meet this girl in the club,
Okay.
and we get her back to the house, and she still ain't really, where we at. 9 times out of 10, we still got the natural motherfucker. We
But
call.
you're giving
Chris-
us,
Chris,
you're
you're right.
giving us the mature answer.
No, it's the truth answer. Like I'm just being honest.
Montreal giving us the
The new
now answer. You're
Right.
giving us the 50 and over answer.
I got
I'm just being honest, man.
I think you would have probably eventually evolved if you was there with everybody else.
But I gotta say
I
something.
wouldn't have no choice because at the end of the day, I'm a man.
I get it.
Right.
I get
I
it.
wouldn't have
I
no
gotta
choice.
say
If you was where?
I said if I'm a man, so therefore I would have to eventually evolve.
Evolve into what
If I was just
today's
single,
society
single,
is.
single,
But I gotta-
Oh, if you would have been single.
I gotta say something.
maybe I don't
I'm
know.
gonna come to the woman's defense, right?
Okay.
Come on, Ksapp.
Shout out to Tika Sim. She said,
Okay.
but are the bundles from a black-owned business?
Absolutely not.
Oh Lord.
Tika, they not from a
Absolutely
black-owned
not.
business, so
Oh,
hey, I
Baby,
tried.
why they out here slanging, huh? I don't know
Yeah.
where these came
But it's like
I'm with Chris
from.
Lee.
Braids.
Ugly feet a deal breaker.
What is that?
feet.
Chris Lee say ugly feet a deal breaker.
Feet a deal breaker.
Yeah.
They-
I'm big on feet too.
So like, you big on feet?
Oh, yeah,
My
absolutely.
feet cute.
Feet are. I mean, I'm not.
Absolutely. I'm big
I
on
think
that.
cute
For
too.
some reason, I'm just weird like
We
that.
had pedicures.
You
Yeah,
got-
right.
You got a foot fetish?
Huh?
You got
I wouldn't say
Everybody
fetish,
has a
but,
face.
you know,
Okay, so let's do that. So what's your thing about women? Like a lot of people, breast men, butt men, leg men, lip men, eyes. What's your thing that you like about women, and what's your deal breaker? If they got an ugly this, you can't.
No, don't say that.
Okay.
Just ask
Okay,
him what his fetish is.
what's your fetish? What's your fetish? I ain't-
Well, I like pretty feet.
Okay,
pretty teeth.
all right, pretty feet. What's yours?
I like pretty, like bad chemistry. I like chemistry.
Well, I'm saying before you
I like
even
him.
talk to her,
Physically.
Yeah, when you see him. Yeah,
Physically.
I ain't just too big in butt.
Right.
It'll have to be
He
sex
always
appeal.
said
never
that.
been no
He
butt
always
man.
said that. He
Yeah.
always-
It'll have to be sex appeal. I ain't into
Right,
big.
because he likes
He
small.
ain't into
Everything.
boobs. He ain't into
Yeah,
all
into
that.
everything.
It'll have to be something.
Long
Even
as
though
she got a
we
hole.
into- what
Long
you
as she got a
into?
hole.
Your mouth got to be
Come
right.
on, well,
My
stick
mouth?
Your mouth got to be right.
That's why I said pretty teeth. I
Yeah,
said
you-
pretty
what-
teeth.
what that
Yeah.
mouth do?
That's the first. But
Pretty
listen,
teeth and
what
pretty
that
teeth.
mouth do? What that mouth
Look,
do?
not what the mouth do, what the
What that
mouth
mouth-
look like, or what the mouth do.
No.
Because the mouth can look like
do and look like he
nothing and
want-
do like everything.
Hold on. What if she got pretty teeth but ugly lips?
Well, I mean, let me ask you a
That
question.
matter?
And she gotta go together.
What do you call ugly
Well-
lips? What do you call ugly lips?
Well, when I say ugly lips, it just be ugly lips.
Black lip.
I don't want to get color with this, but you know,
Just
other
colored
people,
with the weed.
them other
shit,
people
or-
got
Them
ugly
red,
lips.
them red and pink lips.
Yeah.
Them other people got that.
But you know, a lot of women, they know how to keep them moist. They know how to keep their lips moist.
No, nobody do know how to do that, but one of our
A
women.
sister.
That's all I'm trying to. I ain't finna get off into that
Okay.
because you know I know probably some other
But
people.
and
listen.
see and the thing about it is, I think y'all lying like
that's my-
a motherfucker.
no, that's-
I'm just
that's
gonna
my
call
attraction.
all
That's my-
y'all out.
hey, that's my
1, 2,
attraction.
and 3.
You can't call
Y'all
me out.
lying,
That's
lying,
my
lying.
attraction.
I'm
Because if
This
we
is my
had
story.
flat asses,
I'm not no.
no
tin man.
nothing. I know
Yeah,
you
right,
can't be
right.
that.
Yeah,
You can't be that. You can't be that.
I'm not no. tin man.
I can't help
But,
you.
but Tanisha, that still,
But
but that still breaks down to what we looking for. What are our intentions?
But my thing is, and I can give him all of what he's saying because I can't. He can say what he want or what his intention was, baby. It's just ain't gonna happen. That now, but I can lift my butt for you. You know, I can do them butt lift exercises where my butt can get up high for you.
Right.
If you're a butt man, and I ain't getting no implants,
But if
so
we
I'm
wanna
not
keep
getting
it
nothing
one-
fake.
If we
I
wanna
can
keep it
tone
one-
up for you if you want tone,
Nah, fuck all
but
that.
but
Fuck all that. I'm gonna keep it 100.
all I gotta do is put my hair behind my ear.
I'm gonna keep
That's
it 100.
it. You good.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Behind
What drew me to Kanisha, right? And I always talk. She already know that. The naturalness, right? I'm not a person. I'm not big on makeup and all this extra shit. When I first ran into Kanisha, it was the naturalness. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Okay.
It was. It was.
That was back then.
But I mean, you still natural. You don't overdo
Yeah.
it. And I, you know, and my example is when I was talking about when we was in Miami when we went to dinner. You don't have to be in the mirror
For hours.
for hours trying to get your face right.
And that short dress you didn't want me to wear.
Oh,
But
see,
then
don't go there.
But-
Childish.
They being childish.
Don't go there.
But hold up, I'm gonna
Don't
tell you.
you go there.
Didn't somebody post a picture
But
and a woman in a short dress?
Sure did. Oh, yeah.
See?
now that wasn't me though. That shit was
Cream. What's the story? Did somebody
That
posted
was
a
tight.
picture? What?
Somebody posted
So-
a picture because we me and Kanisha. Well,
okay.
this I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
Okay.
He wasn't in
Kanisha-
on that
You
one.
wasn't in on it. Kanisha talking about a dress that she ordered from Miami, right?
Right.
I never said it was. I never said nothing
You
bad
sure did
about
not.
the dress.
You sure
She
did not.
asked me, "Could I help her zipping it up?" Right,
Uh-huh.
and I said, "Baby, if you bend over, you're showing everything." I never said nothing, and she took that the wrong way, right?
No.
So she sent me a text message with this long dress.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said, "Is this short enough for you?" You know what I'm saying?
I moved. I did a petty move. I won't lie.
But all I
I
said
did a petty
was,
move.
even her
So she
own-
bent over her ass or something, right?
even
Absolutely not.
if
That's
she
what that was said. That's
yeah,
what he said.
That's
if
what
she
he said.
did, that's what would have happened.
I'm about to
Okay.
show
Right?
you. I'm about to
Right.
show you. Well, you saw it. You saw it.
The white
Girl,
dress.
you was at dinner.
Yeah,
Right.
the white
you
dress.
saw my white dress.
And I never said nothing was.
Everything.
Listen, Montrel, I never said nothing was wrong with it. I said, baby, if you bend over
Good
and make
answer,
a wrong
Montrel.
move,
Uh-huh.
you're showing everything.
Yeah.
Good.
That's all I said.
Oh,
And then later on, somebody posts a picture of a man taking his wife
Yeah.
out and what she had on,
Yes.
She had a
and it
ass
was a
out.
big deal.
she had
But
more-
hers
she
was
had-
very tight.
No, she
It was
had more.
tight. It
She had
was-
more than
her-
her ass out. She had
Yeah,
everything.
hers was
Yeah.
very. Yeah, hers was super duper tight, and it was
But-
like.
So how do you feel about his opinion on what he said?
No.
You,
Okay,
She caught a bad
so
move.
what made you get petty? How about that?
Can we put this picture up?
She
on
wanted
the
to wear the dress, and he said
Look,
no.
can-
And you
this
said
is-
no.
This is my dress.
That's
y'all.
her dress, right, Montrel?
Uh-huh.
That's her dress.
Right.
I never had a problem with it. All I said is, if you bend over, you're showing everything.
Look.
That's all I said.
What a camera.
She's like, can we put it on the
What a
screen?
camera. Is it right
No, you can't see. They can't see that.
Okay.
What
They
is?
can't see it.
What the cameras?
They can't see it
Wait,
right there.
we gonna post this picture.
Yeah, it wasn't.
No, it
But
wasn't.
the
It
thing
wasn't
is,
a problem with the dress. All I said, because when she got it and she asked me to help her to zip it up, and I said, baby, if you bend over, you're showing it. That's all I said.
and this is what I
It's
said.
not about being bad.
It wasn't a bad thing. It was the way that he said it was.
No,
I don't think I said it bad. I just said if you bend over, you're showing everything.
I think what it is, you probably want a different response.
Yeah, she probably did. And so,
and that's how women are.
and then when I left,
We understand.
look,
I got you.
I know, but listen,
But
that's why I said she pulled a petty move. Because I went upstairs and I watched
I
it.
did.
She
And
sent
I
me
won't
another
lie.
picture
I did.
of this
I did.
dress
I was
that
real
come down to
petty.
her feet.
I was real
And she
petty.
said, is this short enough?
I was because
Yeah.
I have several dresses in my closet that are shorter than that and fitted that we've gone out together in, and he's never questioned. So that's why I said, I'm not going to no club, dropping it and bending it over like it's hot. I'm just going to dinner and I'm going to cross my legs and I'm going to eat.
But then let me ask you this: right when he said that, why you didn't respond with that?
I did.
But no, you got petty.
Yeah, she got
No, I
She
did
got
get petty.
defensive.
No, I
She got
did get
defensive.
petty. But what did I say right after that? I said,
It goes up on
Really?
communication.
I was like, really, Ray? You think this is really short?
But and that's where we go back to say the way they delivered that.
The delivery.
Okay,
Delivery.
exactly.
It's
You know what I'm saying? Like she had an
it's
attitude because I said it.
Yeah.
All I said, because if y'all had been there when she got the dress and I had to help her zipping it up, right? And I'm standing on the back view and I'm like, baby, if you bend over, you showing everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to say it in a negative
He said,
way.
he said that's short. That's a little short, ain't
No, I never said that.
it? You missed that part. That's a little short, ain't it?
Nah, I
Well,
never
but
used
you know-
the word.
But babe, I'm never gonna go out and disrespect
I
neither
did
myself
not
nor
say-
you.
I didn't
Right?
say that. I
You
just
know
made
what
a
I'm
comment.
Okay,
But-
but I can see where you're going with it. You know what I'm saying? Because
I get you.
I think back.
And then watch it. Hold
You
on.
don't
I'm
dress
gonna
like that.
let you speak. That goes back to you said that he couldn't wear them fucking sweatpants.
Wasn't gonna wear 'em.
Okay.
That's all.
But I can't say that. I can't say what he can't wear.
Gray sweatpants.
I
No, but I'm
can't
just
say
saying.
that.
What? That was the
The
They
gray
were
red.
red.
sweatpants.
But
But
they
they
were
were so tight,
showing his phone.
and I said,
Look,
"Try
what
them
you think you
on."
going through, Cool?
I said, "Take them off."
That's what I'm
You
saying.
did wrong, too.
But
Take
you know, like I say, with a woman with a dress, right? And especially your
'Cause
husband
Brandon,
up
like,
there,
I know.
you know what I'm saying? She done got long legs. You know what I'm saying? And I know she's not gonna wear nothing to, you know,
Disrespect you.
disrespect you, but at the same time, maybe you're not taking notice. This motherfucker a little too short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't too short. I'm looking at it. It's fucking too short. So that's enough to just straighten this shit out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let
I mean,
everybody-
it wasn't nothing wrong with the dress. All I said, if you bend over, you're gonna expose everything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I said. It wasn't no big deal. Nothing was wrong with the dress or anything.
At least in
When I
our
was there,
mind, we didn't think it was a big deal,
Yeah.
but to them, it's
Yeah.
a big deal.
But I come up and I didn't expect the feedback that I got.
Right.
She said that messed up. Like,
I did.
oh, she being
I did.
savvy. I'm like, ah.
I did. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean,
Hey,
She admitted.
I admit my petty.
and guess what I did? I didn't even respond.
Because I sent.
That's right.
Look, I
Good
sent
job.
the picture to. I sent the picture to.
She did.
I
She
sent
said
it.
it.
I
wasn't gonna
sent
say
it to
nothing.
Sheena. I sent it to Sheena
She did.
because I like to get different opinions. Of course, hey,
Tina, but I said no, I didn't say nothing
Listen.
was wrong with the dress.
Right,
All I
right,
said
right.
is you bend over.
No.
Like, just say we was outside, right, with that particular dress sheet, and say the wind was blowing.
Don't blow it.
It's gonna-
It's gonna lift
we
you
walked
up.
there.
all the way from SCK
But
to
listen,
the hotel,
Listen.
and we was good, wasn't
listen,
Yeah.
Kanisha.
Yeah.
we? We were good, wasn't we?
I'm gonna take it farther. Didn't I show it to you? And I said, "Is it short?" He said, "That dress too short." Brandon did.
So, the one you dress you had on?
And then,
No,
look,
no. It
but
was
then
just the
they
length
have-
of her dress on
But hold
the
up.
picture.
But
But when
hold
she
up.
wore it,
I
it
know.
was not.
Yeah, I had no problem with the dress.
Bad.
But y'all had a problem with our Speedo.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
y'all-
That's
First
different.
of all, y'all
We
didn't
try
even
with
wear
Speedo.
no Speedo.
Different. They don't wear Speedos.
This dress is not short.
Speedos.
I was looking at it. It's just not
If
short.
nothing was wrong with the dress, you look beautiful in the
And maybe it hiked up in the back or something.
It's
Because my
probably
butt
how you zip it
hiked
up.
Yeah, when I was
up.
zipping
You know,
it up,
sometimes it'll hike
Hike
up
up
more in
right.
the back.
Because
than
that's
the
what.
front,
Because
but
we had them
Yeah,
issues.
but it's fine.
Not
it's
issues.
not like.
I be like Brandon.
It's like.
Yeah, we got to close this.
Because we had those conversations.
Even-
But I asked too
Even
before.
with certain material. You
Because
wanna
Brandon
know,
will be like,
if she walk in the light, I'm like, dang, you see
"You can
this
see
shit.
through it." I'm like,
No.
"You
Yeah,
can't
and
see
I
through
get
that."
that. I'm big on
Okay,
see
let's
through.
talk
I
about
get that. I
Have
get
you
that.
ever put something on that you could see through, like
Yeah.
you could see your
But
pants
I didn't
on,
think so.
something like that?
I didn't.
Yeah,
But he's
we don't-
standing
that's
there.
what
He
I'm
can.
saying.
He can see it.
I mean, me as a
And-
woman,
and
I'm
she
going
might want to
to-
wear it,
And I
it
wanna
look
wear
cute
it.
in it, you know.
But that's what guys look for.
And that's what I tried to tell him.
They size you up for that.
Ksapp, that's what I told him about those sweatpants. I don't
Women
care.
do
Baby.
that shit.
Baby,
If
that's
y'all-
Because women make it be known.
That's why I
Like,
said,
women-
oh, so you just out here slanging, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
showing
you
your
just
pants.
okay. So
Oh,
okay, so
And-
I can
and-
show my stuff, huh?
Hey,
Right. I
hold
can
on, hold on.
Oh, okay.
And I'm glad that she said that because I'm gonna go back to last night. That's why, like, I fucking gotta wear drawers. I got to wear drawers.
You ain't got to. I told you to be free.
I can't because my shit be
Be
slanging.
free. I'm
And
saying,
then the
baby,
issue,
I'm free. I'm
put
letting
some
everybody,
tight
baby, I'm
drawers on.
free.
You ain't got nothing moving down
I'm
there.
free.
I got
free as a
a motherfucking
motherfucking
sergeant
bird.
and 2 motherfucking helmets down there.
Come on,
Baby,
man.
You know
they
what I'm
get in
saying?
the way. They
You know
are
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
way.
For women, that's fine, but a man, I gotta,
Unless you
my
have
shit gotta be tucked
a
in.
function.
You gotta touch it.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like if I'm
Got
out there and I got on some like these right here. I ain't got no drawers on, right?
Better put some
And I'm out
drawers
there
on.
running. My shit just
Well, you
beating
can't be
on.
out there working out and
See,
shit
that
now.
But
Nah, I can't work
No,
out now.
Put
no
some
drawers.
tight drawers
Yeah.
on.
It's no different than y'all walking with a shorter dress and the wind blows.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. You know, because a lot of
You
women,
working out.
but a lot of
You're not
women like
going
to
out
be
in
free.
public.
A lot of women like free. They don't wear drawers, right?
Yeah.
So just say, I mean, you know, the Caucasians,
Okay.
you know, a lot of women, you know, they might have a dress on,
Mhm.
but they don't wear drawers, right?
Mhm.
They don't care. They get their shit exposed, right?
Mhm.
But and like I asked you, like you had something on that you didn't think you could see through,
Mhm.
but as your husband, he was like he could see through that.
Yeah.
But if you know you go out by yourself and you're not with your husband, right? Men pinpoint that shit.
I know.
Right.
I feel you.
Yeah, she got that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she ain't got the okay.
She ain't got nothing
What,
on.
what's she about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see the ring, but where a man at? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And
And,
she's coming out like
that's
that.
why she ain't going out like that.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying.
And that's why he ain't going in those jogging pants tight like that. Get him some regular
But
jogging
I
pants.
respect that. You know, I
Damn,
respect
cool. You
that.
trying to wear some tight dog back?
No, I was just trying them on.
Shit,
You
was
been
he?
trying them on.
He's trying
I
them
was
on.
trying them on.
They all right. No, they're not.
You own them? Did
I
you
mean,
buy
I
them?
sent them
You're
back.
not wearing that.
Because let me.
I sent them back to
Absolutely not.
Ksapp. They was
Oh,
some of the SBD stuff.
Yeah.
But, hey,
It
so,
was-
hey,
it
hey,
was
did
job.
you like them though? Did you like them?
They fit it kind of well.
Did you?
What you say, Brandon?
They fit it kind of well.
They fit it kind of well.
Real well.
You know,
okay?
Brandon like them mediums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's-
Medium
but
shirt,
that's the
medium
thing, right?
pants.
Because if you know, like, you take a picture, right,
Uh-huh.
and you post it, right, people don't look at the picture. They gonna blow that bitch up.
Right.
Yes.
They gonna blow it up.
Yeah.
They gonna see what they gonna see. Because like when women take pictures, right, certain women they know what they're doing. They take pictures and you zoom it. They got that monkey cut.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
know
but
what
it's
they
monkey
doing.
cut.
They pull them shits up just to show that why.
And
Right,
y'all
right.
pull it up to show them gray jogging pants prints.
So that's
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about when if a woman clicks on your picture, right? You just posted a picture and you like, well, I'm just taking a
Right.
picture and you just posing, right?
Mm.
But you like say to yourself, you like, oh shit, I didn't think no. But a woman, she'll blow that up and she'll zoom in to see what she can see, right?
Mhm.
That's why you notice all women like, I like a motherfucker in gray sweatpants. You know what I'm saying?
Because
it shows
they've
the
been zooming in on
They
that
be zooming in,
right
you know
there.
what I'm saying?
Don't be
So
about nothing.
I mean,
Don't be about nothing.
yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
But that's what people do.
That's true,
Right,
though.
huh?
That's true.
Anyway,
All right.
Anyways.
Next.
I had to send them.
Yeah.
Did he ever? You got another size then?
yeah.
Ksapp hooked you up.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing
Okay,
about
Ksapp
it,
gonna start ordering my clothes the way I want them.
Thank you, Ksapp.
BBL is a Brazilian butt
let me
lift.
Yeah.
let me tell you something about B Hunt, right?
Uh-oh.
B Hunt a little swole up top, right?
Yeah.
B Hunt bigger than me up top, right?
Mhm.
I wear an extra large, right? B Hunt talking about give me a medium.
Hey, I said,
Oh,
go
his
on, get you a small B, huh?
Oh, he shot.
Gonna get you a
He wanted
small.
me.
The customers
He
always
talking about
right.
got too much room in there. He talking about the customer always right, which they always right, but
He wanted bust out the
you know,
shirt.
and that you know it's funny, but you know that leads to our next thing about you know we talked about this last night. I don't know if y'all really picked up on y'all. Some people might have been asleep. Some people got their phone taken away from them. But we
Right.
talked about you know in a marriage, right? Is
Mhm.
marriage a necessity?
Mm.
Who gonna answer first?
Who going first? What you think,
Let somebody
Montreal?
else go
Montreal,
first.
he-
'Cause
he-
I always-
Montreal be ready.
He
Montreal be ready. Montreal be ready.
He ready.
Is marriage a necessity
Is
to
marriage
you?
a necessity?
At what point? Because it's
Keep it
gonna be
real.
the if, ends, and what's about it. I know you're gonna have.
I gotta
your
understand the
answers,
question.
but you gotta be more specific.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got a question.
That's right.
When you say necessity, we talking about for man and woman, right?
Man and woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a necessity?
Is it
It's a necessity.
for
Is
both a
marriage
man and a
necessity?
woman?
Okay, I got my answer. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, go
No,
Trail.
go
Big
ahead.
Trail.
Big trail.
Come on, hon. Come on.
Nah, Hunt can't help you. You on your own.
Well, I really want his input on.
No. We want your input.
I'm answer from the woman's standpoint.
No.
No.
Let Trail get it.
The woman got to be the woman.
No. I'm saying y'all said marriage is a necessity. That's why I want to make sure we're talking about marriage is for a man and then the woman. That's what I want to make sure.
Let Big Trail
Okay, go
answer,
first.
and then you can. Yeah.
Well, this is yes or no question, right?
Nah, you gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta
You gotta elaborate.
Marriage is a necessity.
You know you gotta elaborate.
Why is it
on
a
the
necessity?
sentence.
Yes.
Why is it a necessity?
Yeah. Why?
Don't freeze up on it.
I know. I used to my yes.
As I rock back.
All right, Kanisha read it. Kanisha like.
I see your wife out in the audience. She wants you to answer this question, man.
Man, why y'all put me on the spot like this?
Yeah. No, why you talking low? You said you couldn't hear yourself.
no.
Talk a little bit louder. Cuz can't help you. He can't help you.
my mic.
You might be.
You got it? Let
She
me
fixing
help
it
you.
for you.
Let me help you. Let me adjust
So
it.
these too close to that mic. Is
All right.
So, Corinne,
Pause.
what are you trying to get? Like, give me some.
No,
give me some-
I can't. No, I put it out there. Is
It's
marriage
marriage
a necessity?
The way he put it out there to us, and we all answered the
Yeah,
question.
just
no
like
ifs,
that.
ands, and buts. Is
So that means
marriage
y'all
a
talked about this
necessity?
No, we didn't talk, but they just.
No,
That
we
was
just
just a
answered
question he put out.
We
I
just
just
answered the
that
question.
was some of the topics that we.
Yeah, we
wanted
ain't get a chance to answer.
Is marriage a necessity?
Yes or no? And why?
Right, it is.
It is.
Why is it a necessity?
Why? Why?
Because it's what people believe in.
Is it what you believe in, or is it what you think you should do?
Yeah, right.
Is it what
Is
a
marriage-
woman should do? Like, are you speaking for yourself, or are you speaking for the
So-
woman and the man?
Should they get married?
Hey,
Yes.
Montrel, I'm gonna say. Somebody said, "Stop giving the appropriate answer. Give the real answer."
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
real
well,
answer.
well, I mean,
Big Trail.
Because I'm about to get it real.
Well,
in just
I mean,
2 seconds.
first of all, I think it just depends on the people. I mean, is you asking for me?
Your
personally?
opinion, yeah, for you. Yeah.
Is
Just-
marriage a necessity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Stay with your answer. Sheena?
Is marriage a
Is
necessity?
necessity?
I was kind of back and forth on this one, but I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. And then we're gonna go back to why
Yeah,
y'all
we-
think.
yeah.
Okay.
So what you say?
Yes.
Okay.
We all said yes.
I said no.
Kanisha, no.
It's a necessity, but you get
I
married by
said-
choice.
I said
But it's a
no.
choice, yeah.
You get married by choice.
It's a choice.
But you can go into a lot of areas.
Areas
Yeah,
with that.
yeah,
That's
it's-
Yes,
it's-
we
Yeah.
gonna
We
break
can
off
branch
into
off
yeah, we
That's
gonna
why I
shit.
said
yes.
That's why I had to get.
Y'all know I gotta play it.
What
devil's
about
advocate.
our audience? Audience, is marriage a necessity? No.
Marriage is not a necessity. There's a lot of happy
No.
people that are not
What'd you say
married.
now?
Not necessity.
Had I been back then, yes.
But that's a generational thing, though, right?
Generate. That's what it is.
Nowadays,
But we got to
No.
break it.
Right now.
Right.
What
right.
you said no? Yes.
Even back
Yes.
then, though, to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Because I can.
Let me get my reasons.
Because some people think marriage, kids, picket fence,
What's
Yeah.
your reason?
marriage,
but
you know,
that's-
beautiful marriage. Bullshit.
It's definitely a choice, but I
Bullshit.
feel like it's a necessity.
I'm sorry.
So why would
let me
people want
say
to
mine
marry
real
if it's a necessity? Go
Well,
ahead.
Okay. I was gonna. No.
Go
The
ahead.
reason
Go
why-
ahead.
Now you
Sorry.
want to talk.
No, okay.
Now you want to talk.
Go for it.
Go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
I think first and foremost, it goes back to how people were raised.
Mhm.
You know, because
We got to cut
It's
that.
not- it's
We
not
gotta
necess-
cut that.
That's still
Generational curses.
Genera-
Right,
Let's
because
still
we are
make
taught-
Generational
we are taught
tradition.
This is the right thing
That's
to do. And
generational.
not
What
everybody
do
is cut out.
you? What do
Not everybody
you?
is cut out to be
Not
married.
what you were taught.
Now what you
What
thought,
do you
but what is
believe?
your belief? Your
What do
belief.
you believe? Yes. What do
That-
you believe?
Me personally, that
Yeah, what
I
do you believe?
do. Me being married, yeah, I want to be married, yeah.
So
It's a necessity.
when you
You
got
think
married,
that-
was it by choice or was it a necessity?
Or was it like I'm supposed to be married? I
Yeah.
can't keep banging her.
Because you keep
I
on
gotta-
saying this. How
You
you
know-
know?
Well, yeah, because of how I was raised. I mean,
Yeah.
I was taught to this the right thing to do.
whack.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
Whack.
That's true.
But-
It's the truth.
It's
It's
true.
the truth, but it's
Yeah.
whack.
No,
It's whack.
no, the whack part is an opinion. But,
Yeah, you're right.
but you go into the necessity part of it, right? We feel this is a necessity because at the end of the day, it's kind of like
We were taught to be a lot of stuff that we ain't
no,
today.
it's not about teaching. I mean, me personally, I feel it's a necessity because if I was out there living like I was, and I would have missed out on my wife, you know what I'm saying, the marriage part,
Right.
it's a necessity.
Okay.
Now, the other part, what you saying, the choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people make a lot of fucking bad choices. So, you know what I'm saying? Or not get married or getting married. A lot of people miss their marriage
Calling
by a choice they make.
Right.
Right? So I just think it's a necessity. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a grounded man. You can't be a grounded man these days and not be married.
All right, watch this.
This is my opinion.
That's your opinion.
I think that's the biggest question too. People need to. Why do you want to get married?
Right. Exactly.
Right. I'm gonna stop you right there.
People get married for different reasons.
I'm gonna ask you this.
Another topic.
I like your answer, but I'm about to throw this at you.
Come on with it.
If you wasn't married, would y'all still be dating?
No.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's tough.
I don't.
Because a lot of people
Let me-
these days are dating and they don't care to be married.
Let me explain why.
Right.
Let me explain why.
And
not.
they okay with that.
Okay.
Let me explain why not. Because for one, I'm at a point in my life where I work hard, right? And I want to be what I was supposed to be designed to be. So therefore, I can't do that dating you. I have to be a husband. I mean, her, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. You know, everybody else might look at it a little different. I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you all of me, dating you. I can't do it.
Okay.
I just don't want like that.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, the question was raised too about it's just marriage just being a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You know, that was raised too. We talked about this.
Yeah.
we
I
talked
mean,
about
but this
that.
day and
So
time,
what about biblical, right?
That's a piece of paper stuff.
So what about
I got a problem
biblical?
with that.
If you're gonna be with this person, why not marry? You know,
right?
and somebody help me quote that verse in the Bible.
I think that kind of goes back to the generational.
What you and I said,
yes, everything. It goes back to that whole dating. How you date.
I didn't get married. I didn't get married.
It's in what generation you are growing up in.
If you
grew up in
biblical help, biblical didn't make my mind up.
But we grew up with grandmothers, and we grew up with our moms, and we grew up
she
with
didn't make
all
my mind
that.
up.
So she didn't make the decision.
No,
you made your own.
I made my own
decision.
decision.
Okay.
I made my own decision.
My upbringing.
Your upbringing. It had nothing to do.
It had.
You can't say it had
Well,
nothing.
my upbringings had a lot to do with
You can't
it.
say it had nothing.
I'm not gonna say
Mine did.
nothing.
You see a married. You see your parents.
My parents married. All my aunties on my mom's side married. I see marriage. That's all I saw.
Okay.
But everybody vice versa and see your parents.
And you won't
in a single household,
right? And you
and
want
not
that.
want that
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why
I didn't get to see that.
But I mean, it's a possibility. You know, for another person, they could have seen that, right?
Of course, yeah.
But my upbringers, it probably had little
I
something
think
to
it's
do
a
with it.
personal choice.
But it was a personal choice where I feel like where I'm at was a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be giving you all of this. You know what I'm talking about?
All of
dating you. I'm not gonna do it.
That's why I told you. That's why he
can-
married me.
Hey, we can date and do what I'm
I
doing.
mean, but that's a good answer.
That's
I
good,
mean,
yeah.
That's a good answer. I respect that. But I got to get back to Montrel.
Okay.
I got to get back to your. I mean, he gave a breakdown on why it's a necessity and a choice. I got to hear yours.
I mean, like I said, man, I feel like that was the right thing to do. I mean, that's basically how I was raised. And
Oh, that's how you was raised. So
I got
I mean, because it's more to it because we gotta think of the legal things. Because if I'm just dating her, if something happened to me, she gets shit.
But you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of marriages don't last because they think that was the right thing to do.
Exactly.
I'm agreeing with you on
And you're
that.
not doing it because of a personal reason. Or you're not doing it because
You're not doing it for
because
love.
you love this person, you're in love with this person, you feel like you need
just
to be
thought
in
it was the right
holy
thing to do.
matrimony. Oh, I'm having sex with her, I'm living with her, I'm what do they call it? In-house what is it called? Shacking. I'm shacking with her.
People have stigma from their parents on, hey, you don't need to be
We
doing
went
this.
into marriage counseling
Yes.
saying, yes, we are shacking. Do us or not.
And you got pastors say, oh no, you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, I was shacking before I got married.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's a necessity.
Hey, let me ask you
Shacking
something.
is a necessity.
We've been living together since
It's a
98.
necessity.
Come on, before marriage.
Heck yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
right.
necessity.
So you can see what
Because I feel like if you don't shack, how the heck?
How you know if you're a clean person?
and
I think
deal
you
with
really
you.
learn a
You ain't
person
even
when you
got
stay
nothing.
together. You really learn a person.
I know what you're working with.
I know what I'm working with.
And
I know
it ain't
what
a
you
shrimp
working with.
scampi.
Me and my wife been living together since 98. 99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we learned a lot through that. I mean, shit, I bet.
But you got some parents don't believe in that shit.
But it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think it's the
y'all
way
need to
that
get
you're
married.
raised. Okay,
Right,
so
I
that's
think
why
it's
I say
how you
a lot of it
raised.
has to do with how you raised.
I agree with you,
I mean,
Montrel.
a lot of people have
Because you
Look at
got
how
to
they
some
raised.
people
I
can
agree.
overlook the way they
I
were raised,
agree.
but some people can't.
Yeah.
Some people want to please
You gotta look at it though.
their
I mean,
parents,
Right.
and some people want to please the people that are looking at them,
That's
and
true.
they want to have this perfect life that's not
A
perfect.
lot of it is social
And
status.
it fails.
A lot
And
of it is social
then-
status.
And exactly,
A lot
and
of it's
then
social
I'm perfect. But you know what? No, I ain't perfect. I'm over here hoeing. I'm gonna be a threesome. I'm poly. I'm what's all the other things we was talking about?
Right.
Hold on, let me look at my notes. Poly, I'm
I know, right?
pansexual. I'm trisexual. I'm this. I'm that. Now all of that is so acceptable now. So why is it that
because the parents say it's okay? You know what? Be what you want to be.
exactly.
they're
not gonna get
accept-
judged.
they're more
accepting
accepting
than
because
You know why? 'Cause
do you
the
think
parents
it's
like to be
generation?
hoes, too.
It's generation. The kids are the grandparents is 30. The
Grandparents be a hoes too.
The grandparents 30. They're not
Everybody
65
home.
with the robes
Ain't
on.
no more big mamas.
No more big mamas.
But the
They
difference-
got BBLs. Grandmamas got BBLs.
right. But the
Grandma trying to hit the grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid goddamn me boyfriend.
right.
I mean,
Ain't sit your old ass down. Son.
Grannies these days are 36.
you ain't got no look. That what they say that means that if your elbow don't look a certain way, you can't cook no fried chicken.
Yes.
If your elbow don't look like
Yeah.
this, you can't
Can't
You
cook
ain't
no
in that
chicken.
moo, you can't cook no
No.
chicken.
Oh, gotta be.
But I mean, that goes without saying. I think that's why a lot of marriages don't last, man, because they think, just because of the way they was raised and they saw that their folks was married, they thought that was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
They get in a relationship and they get married. A lot of people get married for the wrong reasons.
So we really should say it's a choice. More of a choice. Marriage is a
Like you
choice.
said, marriage is not a necessity. Plenty of happy people are not married.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You ask for the individual, but you asking me as a whole, I would say no.
Right.
That's why I was
You
asking you.
speaking
Are
on
you
yourself.
asking for me, or are you asking just in general?
And I was judging.
That's why.
I was
I was just asking for you.
Yeah, that's why I answered the way
And I was asking for you talking about male or female. You know, what I'm
because
saying?
I know that there's a lot of people out there that will agree to. No, they're happy with not being married. They prefer not being married.
Absolutely.
They think that's easier. I don't know.
So,
I can't grasp that.
I can't.
But we do have a couple that can come on later on that can be able to explain that. They've been on here before. But we can have them come back on and maybe give some insight on why they feel like they.
I like it, but
we have them on our marriage chronicles, and they're not married, but they act as married, and they are together, and they're building their foundation, and they're happy with it.
My thing was with acting though. Wow, my thing is, hey.
Yeah, that's why that's what I said. Because
when it comes to
you got that foundation, but legally you have nothing.
Exactly.
Legally, you have nothing.
Yeah.
So if something was to happen to that man or that woman, you fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
But in that case, you gotta write a nice will out. Make sure
you gotta get your nice situationship out.
Yeah, you gotta write this out. Because other than that, you ain't get nothing.
You gotta have that
situationship will.
It's just like people. Okay, so your spouse is in the hospital. Your spouse is in the hospital. It's time to pull the plug. You have zero say so.
Zero say so.
So that's what I'm saying.
I don't care if y'all been together 30 years. They don't care what you say, girlfriend.
Yeah,
it's gonna go to something.
So that's why
a family, because you're not considered family.
You've had somebody, y'all know that woman that was at the funeral that been with this man for 40 years, and she his wife, but she ain't his wife. Yeah, she running everything, and everybody looking at her like you ain't on no paper.
Yeah, but and like I say,
but I got all his kids.
The kids got more say so than she do.
But the kids do, because they're not married.
And that's where everything goes.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when it comes to that hospital thing, I don't care y'all
the
going together.
The way you lay out your situation and the way that you lay out how you wanna roll as as a spouse. If you happy with it, I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to knock nobody
Most definitely
on how they roll.
You brought up something that is key. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you brought up something was key, man.
What was that?
Situations like being in a relationship and you're not married, right?
Right.
You have zero say.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm glad that you brought that up about, hospital situations.
Right.
Because, the older we get, there's a lot of people that you might know, that we might know, that are hospitalized for,
Yeah, these are the biggest decisions in life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And your so-called, you call them your spouse, but they're not your spouse.
Right.
They laid up in the hospital bed, and like Sheena said, you have no decision
No.
on making.
Right.
They're going to find that next of kin.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, if you're not married, you have no say in nothing.
That's why I say it's more to it.
So let me ask y'all something. Will you still go back to it? Well, is it a necessity for some people? Maybe.
Come on, man.
For some people,
Some people.
I say that's. I mean, it's just like
any still a choice. Though.
It's a choice.
It's any other. I always say it was a choice. Back when I was when I was married, it was a choice, and I'm gonna tell y'all where my mindset was at 21 to 25 years old back then. At that point, I wasn't trying to you know how these girls are now pressuring them.
No pressure.
Oh, I need a ring. I need a rock.
Pressure.
I needed this. Oh, my ring ain't on right now, y'all, because my finger kind of got a little swollen. But anyway. But yeah. It's swollen. It got swollen, child. It's in the bedroom.
You used to buy one of the rings. I bought you.
Yeah, I need a ring pop.
Was one of the rubber rings?
A ring pop.
Oh, okay.
But I said that to say, no, seriously though, like it depends on what level you're on when you're talking about marriage. Like, in my point, I wasn't trying to pressure Kareem to marry me.
She didn't.
I wasn't trying to do. That wasn't even that wasn't even in my mental. I was like having fun. I was like trying to kick
stop right
it.
there. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. When it comes
Not
to
that I didn't want it, but I wasn't expecting it. So
when it comes to marriage relationships, it's gonna go back to the man. It's when the man's ready.
Right.
Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
Women, y'all don't control this.
He was ready, baby.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. It also have to do with what you believe in. If I'm a Christian and you telling me, what this couple is doing, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. What one couple's doing is not going to be your life.
Right.
What works for this couple is not going to work for you.
Right.
That's period and point blank. You can get that.
So,
I mean, I have different aspects of relationships and people in my life. Like I know married people. I know single people. I know people life partners, and I know people who have been married and divorced several times. My mother is not married. She was married to my father, and if we talking about generational curses, if I were to do that, then I would be in the mindset of, oh, marriage don't work. F marriage.
Yeah,
no, that's not my. I'm an individual. Right. Not my mother raised me to know that. Okay, exactly. Do what you do.
They go back to choices.
Yeah, right.
So like I said,
that's why I say it's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
But I think
if we had the two words, it would
it's a choice. But
it's no wrong answer.
It's
no wrong answer.
Definitely no wrong.
I also think it's a necessity.
Yeah, I think it's right. It's an opinion. It's an opinion.
You need to be married. If you love a person, you with them, you need to be.
I got married because that was my choice.
Yeah, because it's so much.
Because Kareem was raised up in a family where family runs thick over here in Maryland. It runs thick.
Because you got to think about that name, that legacy, everything.
Mama, daddy, married, siblings, like everybody, like grew up. Huge. But I think that has a lot to do with people in their mindsets now. Even just think about the young generations who are doing this polished shit. Look at what they're seeing now. They mamas and grandmamas out here hoeing. Yeah. I'm sorry. Their grandmama's 30 and
that's why they feeling like that.
A lot of it
that's why they feeling like that.
It's the legal battle behind it too, though.
That too. They don't want no ties.
You speak a lot of different stuff, right?
Right.
I'm glad that you bring that up, and that comes along with it, right? And I keep on going back to when you say when they not married, they just dating, right?
Right.
And you come to important decisions in life,
right?
But the thing about it is, I wouldn't know how people feel, but like you said, you have a life partner, right?
Right.
But you have no say in pulling in the plug, right?
Man,
how would that? I don't know how. I mean, somebody got it.
You can look right over.
Exactly. I mean, you just
You're gonna
get
be crying and pissed off.
But I mean, she been in the hospital.
That's what I'm telling you because I've seen this. That's what I'm saying. I work in the hospital. I've seen this. And the thing about it, you done been with this woman for 20 years. Y'all going together. Y'all not married. Then here come the daughter that you don't like. Daughter saying one thing, you saying another. Who you think that daughter
say so? Even though you've been there
all these years.
We might can try to still.
You don't have no contract. Is there any type of contractual agreement that they could have?
If they had it written out, but nobody has it written out.
Right, no.
I like what she said because we got this new STEM program. We might can save them. No, fuck them because I get an inheritance anyway.
Exactly. No,
I know I like it. Kill them.
Oh,
let them go.
But how would that? But that's what I'm
saying. Girlfriend,
so,
hang on to him. No, I want to. Let's say no. Pull it.
But that's
Daddy done suffered enough. Pull it.
I mean,
they done.
I don't know who's out there that's in a situation like that, but that is deep.
Montrel
because when it, Montrel, I'm glad that you brought that up. Because that is something for people to think about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to force marriage on nobody.
Right. But that's why I say it's more to it.
If you are in a relationship and you love that person, and the thing about it is, you get to a point where you got no decision.
Right.
Sir.
What how you gonna feel?
You're gonna be crying and sad and hurt.
Talks up, man. Keep on with y'all conversation.
So how would that make you feel? I mean,
put you in the hospital.
I'm gonna throw this on you.
Yep.
Because you work in the hospital field. How would that make you feel if you was dating somebody? Take the marriage out of it. You was dating somebody and you never got married, and your so-called other come down with an illness, and they on their deathbed, and they say, Sheena Hunt, you know, you're by the hospital bed in a situation, and they look at the records like, oh, they not married.
Man.
Oh.
And they bypass you and get to the next of kin.
They don't like you.
They don't like you. They're like, I told you about
They don't know you.
My dad
don't even know you.
Don't know you.
I told my daddy he shouldn't be with you anyway.
And she has that say, they overlook you. How would that make you feel?
Don't even involve you in the
They tell you get out the room.
Exactly.
You ain't got nothing.
Because they got the power to do that.
Right.
I gotta go.
Now go back and ask that question. Is it a necessity then?
Come on, man.
That's what make it is.
It makes it a necessity.
That's what make it like that. Or I'm gonna tell y'all what. If
So that's why you gotta get married by choice.
But my thing is, if people decide they don't want to be married, they just want these situationships or whatever.
But what is the benefit?
Life
partners. Y'all better have y'all business affairs in order.
Get your power attorney.
Get your power attorney, advance directives, your living will. All that needs to be
well,
written
hell, that ain't nothing but a marriage.
But you better get.
Come on, man.
That's
the thing about most people. People do not like to put things in writing. They don't want to hear the inevitable or really talk about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But let's be real. We have to. It's inevitable. We are going to die. We have to put that stuff in writing so that there won't be no chaos when we gone. Because it's always some confusion when people die.
Always.
That piggybacks on when I say some people saying that marriage is just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I do think it's a piece of paper. Hey, those multi-million-dollar deals are pieces of paper. So that's my thing about it. That paper holds value.
That paper
it holds a lot of value.
It does.
You have a lot of people saying, it's just a piece of paper. The fucking deed to your house a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You need that, don't
you? Need that. Hold on.
Come on, because that's my argument with it. Man. It's way more valuable.
I agree with you.
It's way more valuable than the piece of paper people saying that it is.
Yeah. Because if I'm willy-nilly and doing this pilot stuff and this transsexuals and all this and having fun and sexual crap that I'm doing, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be sitting up here looking at the sister our sister-in-law and everybody else that don't like me. Like, what I'm gonna do?
You're not even sister-in-law.
Exactly. Right. You're not.
I'm just Joe Blow.
Joe Blow girlfriend. Joe Blow knockoff. Joe Blow.
You're just a freak.
You're a knockoff.
Right.
I'm the girl at the club.
Joe Blow just beating them cheeks.
With that BBL.
At the end of the day.
You know, like I said, it's also what you believe in, also because it's not even from your parents' upbringing. It's also what you believe in. If you're a Christian, I mean,
you're gonna believe,
right?
You're gonna do it.
I'm not giving a woman all my effort, time, and stuff, and she ain't my wife. Fuck that.
Right.
So that goes to say, I'm glad you said that. So that goes to say, like, if you're dating somebody and it don't end up in marriage, is that a failed relationship?
No, it ain't failed. Just shit. I'm going on my blessing.
Just the
reason why,
well, I mean, basically, yes, it is.
Because I go off of what Montrel said, man. I mean, shit, you ain't got shit to. I mean, I understand that y'all together, but there's no benefit in it.
Right.
Hey,
right.
Hey,
none.
You have no say in what's going to happen.
Right.
For any of my ex-girlfriends that's listening, thank you. Thank you for being a piece of shit.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Shout out to B Hunt exes.
Shout out to
from Ratchet City.
From Ratchet
City. Where they from?
From
Ratchet City.
Everywhere.
In the surrounding areas.
From everywhere.
Hey,
y'all better look back and start thanking these people.
Y'all missed out. They got matching shirts.
But
in shades. In shades, baby.
And we rock out with our shades.
But also, it's a learning thing too. These relationships are learning. You learn a lot.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
when you say learning, you talk about a teacher, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So look back to all your teachers. Tell them bitches thank you
Yeah.
for making you a better person.
Yeah, right.
So there you go your example.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the exes out there. Thank you.
But see, the thing about it is, y'all gotta understand, man. B Hunt ain't always been married. He did have some exes.
B Hunt got some exes, y'all.
Oh, so I ain't got too many exes though. I ain't got too many girlfriends now.
He has to.
I did, Slappy.
I'm showing out tonight. I did take another shot. I'm grown tonight.
B Hunt there has some exes and some screws.
I got a comment. I got.
She used to be a screw.
Just screw.
Wait a minute.
I got a comment from
Just
Chris
screw.
Lee. Chris Lee said,
What Chris said?
Chris said, you're not entitled to nothing without marriage. If the man or woman
Exactly
feels strongly enough about each other to continue the long term, why not make marriage a priority? I agree, Chris.
They came from training day.
You the man.
Exactly what I said.
What Hunt said he came from training day.
Training day.
Training day.
Yeah, Chris. Shout out to Chris Lee.
Yeah.
Training day.
Steve Lee.
So I totally agree with that, but I mean that's Montrel. I'm glad that you said that. I didn't think nobody was gonna say that. I'm glad that you said that because it's not a lot of benefit in not being married if you're dating.
Right. It's a lot more.
It's a lot more than just a piece of paper.
I think at the end of the day that marriage is almost like, you know what I'm saying, it's like that graduation, man. Like why go to school all the time you can't graduate?
So man, toast all that.
It's almost like
toast all the exes.
I don't have a lot, but toast to my one or two exes I had.
Shout out to the exes.
Toast to the exes.
You got me
Shout out
early.
Y'all made me the man that I am.
Goddamn right.
All right.
Y'all made
Hey, say thank you to the teachers.
Y'all allow me to wear these matching shirts.
Okay, so
Appreciate that.
we went from dating. Now when we're going to marriage. Now, what are some of these questions of what we need to ask before marriage? I mean,
I'm glad you brought that up because I have answers for you.
I got a good one.
That goes back.
I got a good one.
The first date.
Right.
That goes back to the date. That all goes hand in hand.
Ain't nobody gonna remember that first.
Well,
date.
yeah, because it's a difference, huh? You're right because it's a difference from me my first date. Okay, I'm actually thinking about.
No, I'm just
marriage.
saying. I understand what you're saying. What are the questions to ask going into marriage?
Right, because
but if you think about it, if you break it down and go back to your dating, right? That's why I said they got the dating scene fucked up. Like if you go on that first date, you go on that first date, get to learn something about me, right?
Right.
And then, going into marriage, it'll be more simpler because you'll know what to expect, know what to ask for.
But nobody's their self on the first date, Kareem.
No.
They
The second date, Kareem.
No.
Third date, Kareem.
No, but it's my
That
choice after that first date if I want to fuck with you after that.
But let me stop y'all right there real quick.
All right, go ahead.
However, it can be different. Sometimes the first date can be real as hell. Sometimes that first date,
but you won't know if it's real or not.
No, but that first date,
It depends on what that person is in their life, though.
That's true. It depends on where both of them are,
right?
Because they can have that first date and be like, "Damn, we just meshed, we just chilled," and I felt like I could get ketchup on my mouth and he wouldn't judge me.
21,
you know what I'm
21
saying?
and 23. if you were 21 years old and 23, would that date be real?
Hell no.
23.
Because I go back to what Brandon said. It depends on where you're at in your life, right?
Depends on where you're in life.
So 21 and 23, you putting on.
Because 21, 23, you're not asking about finances. You're not asking about credit.
Yeah.
You're not asking about those things.
You still learning yourself.
I knew nothing about
That's
that.
and y'all. This is the
I
honest.
didn't know
This is
that.
See, that's why I say I teach my kids about credit.
Exactly.
These are the
You
things
have
I'm doing.
generational.
Exactly.
What we talked about when we
Because guess
dated
what?
was not what I told my daughter to look for when she dated.
See, I told you,
It's
Montrel.
different.
Gen Z gonna be totally different.
I mean, at 21 and
We're
23,
looking for totally two different things.
Right.
We're in the mindset of
at 21 and 23, you're not worried about all
nice to
that.
me. He brought me a
You
necklace.
still don't even know
He
yourself.
brought me a
still
little
trying to figure it out.
necklace with a heart on.
Oh, he brought me a ring.
Yeah.
He brought me a ring purse.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, expectations are different when
Right.
you
That's
are
right.
older and when you are more responsible and when you are educated and when you grow and
And
you
you done
get
been through some
mature.
things.
Yeah. I think back on my younger self and was like, why I asked motherfucker what the hell was you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
It's generational.
Well, you know
It's
and
different now.
you know, that's
You
why
know
I
better, you do
Good
better.
that's why they say that you have to teach your kids
Right.
Right.
do
That's what I'm doing
Better
now.
than you.
Yeah,
That's what I
because-
be saying.
But see, that I understand what y'all
I know it's gonna be hard for my kids.
I know when y'all talking about
It's
kids.
gonna be
It's gonna
hard.
be
It's gonna
hard.
be hard.
I know, but when y'all
You gotta
It's gonna
pray
get
for them
worse.
babes.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
I know it's
Well-
worse. But when it comes to talking about the kids, right? I mean, I believe in just being real with kids. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't change.
But you can't
Hold on.
almost you can't almost talk about it like
I
when you
know,
were.
I'm not-
It depends on what age we talking and
I know,
you
what
gotta
level
talk
we
to them
at.
in their generation.
I know, but okay, the way the
They
generation.
know it more
Hold up,
than
watch
you.
this.
They
Watch
know
this.
more than you.
Exactly.
They know
The way
more
the
than
but
you.
listen,
You better
So
know.
how you gonna
These
tell them
phones,
something?
the
They
internet.
telling you something.
Hold up.
The accessibility of the internet.
That's why.
Right.
That's why.
Everything,
Raising your
everything on the internet ain't fucking true.
I know, but this.
But,
is
So-
but
so-
that's what
so
they're
now-
looking at.
Kids
So-
are
but
easily
listen,
influenced.
but
though.
they
That's
are.
why it's
Understand.
our job as parents.
I understand
Right.
that. That's why it's our job to take the fucking internet out their fucking hand and sit down and deal with it.
Man, it's
I
damn near
agree.
impossible.
Watch this.
We,
Watch
no,
this.
it's not impossible.
It's damn near
It's
impossible.
not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Because
Take it all away.
They gonna go to school and do the shit.
Well, it's right.
Right.
Yeah,
They-
that's how-
They
But
friends,
they can only-
they
they can
friends
only
got
do-
phones.
Yeah.
They friends got phones.
Oh,
Other
they-
pe-
They're
their
gonna
cousins
see
got
it.
phones.
They're gonna see it.
It's
We
damn
don't want.
near
I
impossible.
don't ever want my child to be blind
Right.
of
I
what's
don't.
going on out there.
Right.
I don't want them to be blind.
I feel the
I
same
want
way.
them to hear it from me
Right.
first.
Exactly.
And not to
That's
be
why I
blind.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's our job.
But
as
I
parents.
don't
Yeah.
want to give
Exactly.
them so much leeway to
Uh-huh.
where they're like,
Oh,
oh my
shit, no.
God, oh, I'm gonna do what the hell I
Exactly.
want.
No, you
Hey,
Let me tell you
no.
something.
I'm
Let me tell
gonna warn you.
That's why we take them,
Mm.
take it from their home.
Listen,
If they see
I
it at
know.
school,
When it
whatever, we
comes
can't
to the
control
kids,
it.
right? Like I always tell
Oh, them
Makai.
kids, man.
When I talk to Makai, I don't give Makai no pity party, right?
No.
If
No.
I'm talking to Makai, I'm talking to Makai the way I talk.
Yeah, Montrel.
If I cuss, I fucking cuss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give it to him real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't, they
Because
You don't do it.
exactly.
The street
don't
don't
do
do it.
Like my fear with Makai is Makai is so like nonchalant, laid back.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
how
I'm saying?
Julia is.
My
Man.
fear is like if
They
he
so
gets
much
out there
alike.
with his friends.
They really.
You know what I'm saying? If he get out there with his
They-
friends, the same shit that he hear me say around like fuck shit and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Them kids out
I
there
want you to
doing.
hear it.
But I want you to hear it from me first.
I'm not gonna.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to come home and you start doing that shit, and I'll be like, Makai, where did you get that from? Because we don't do that around the house.
Mm.
Where did you get it
No,
from?
you got it from your daddy.
You got it from me.
Yeah.
I know where he gets
So
it
it's
from.
because you gotta be
Exactly.
the
So that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
if
you got to be real.
exactly. So if I'm cussing and Makai slips up because he had an incident before that one of his friends sent him a message and Makai got fly in the message and he used the F-bomb. Nigga, you didn't hear it from him. You heard it from Daddy. You got that from me.
My daddy said it. I thought it was okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't let your mama hear it.
Exactly. And
Cause
that's-
I ain't
thank you. And that's exactly.
Don't
Don't let your mama hear it.
Right.
Because I don't care where you get it. You're not gonna
Exactly.
say it.
Don't let
Right.
your
Yeah.
mama
That
hear it.
was that was
But-
growing up.
But my child, that's a great
understand
point because what Brandon said, you know, their friends got phones.
Right.
They got fucking
Their
internet.
cousins got phones.
Their cousins got it.
They're not gonna give you
Even
so much
they-
of what they do.
You take it away from home,
They
but
don't-
when they get to school, they
Right.
still around.
They still got those computers
got
from school.
access.
What they call those?
They
computers?
didn't have it
Chromebooks.
until
They got
get on the
Chromebooks for internet.
Yeah.
You supposed to only
Come on,
use
man.
school activities. They
You know,
on
access
internet.
to the shit. They send everything on
So
TikTok,
it's
on all these
so
social media
accessible.
They have so many accessible
You don't hear
social
me?
media platforms that we did not have as growing up.
TikTok.
Niggas, we was
Yeah.
floppy disks.
Right.
Nigga, I grew up in the floppy disk
But-
era.
Commodore
I gotta go to the library.
Can
I had encyclopedias and libraries.
They don't even know what that
Right.
is. But Kanisha,
I had to
that's what made us
make
so sheltered.
Google
That's what
and
made
I
us so
had to
sheltered.
go
The
do
answer's
this
right there.
to look up a
Do
word.
you hear me?
And the
They
meaning.
understand.
That's what made us so sheltered from what today's time. They
Exactly.
are exposed to everything.
They got everything.
Exactly.
Everything.
That's
Exposed
why we
to
bringing the
everything.
next generation in. Amber, I'm calling you out. You and Tyrell.
And
they
Deja.
want to do and
Little
Deja.
baby.
They doing all the next what is it? Generational curses. They gonna do a whole generational curses
Really.
round table
And
talk.
Vaughn, it's not
has to be.
eavesdropping.
It's
It's the fact that
can
you
you
know what I'm
really
talking
break
about.
the generational curse?
You can't because I'm
No,
gonna give you a prime example.
it's the way the culture
Like
is.
you
Brandon said,
can't.
check
the way the
This
culture
social
moves.
media
Technology is a
has
motherfucker.
taken off.
Hey,
You go back to all these online games, right?
Mhm.
And you got,
Birds.
you know, they listen to these streams and
They-
stuff like that. They hear all this stuff.
I might as well
So-
have a mic.
My thing with Makai, he plays the game, right?
Exactly.
Don't play with
Yeah.
nobody you don't
Listen,
know.
Listen.
Don't
Okay.
talk to nobody
Hold on,
you don't
hold
know.
on, hold on.
Man,
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I
They
be
do
like,
it.
I know the language you use. You can't hide it from me.
we got it on film.
You can't exactly. You can't hide it from me, right?
They probably hide it from
But
me.
the thing about it is, but like Brandon said,
Mhm.
don't let your mother hear.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Because
hear
your
it
mother
through the
gonna tap it
walls.
out.
These walls thin.
Your mother gonna tap out.
These
Y'all
walls
heard
But
real
see,
thin.
that's true.
Oh, it's all
Just-
good. It's all good because the baby I hear it. And I
Exactly.
hear when y'all up here talking,
But I know,
I come
but
up here and get
listen,
all in y'all
but
mix.
hold
Yeah,
on.
because when she raised hell, I gotta raise hell.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I got, and then you looking at me crazy because your mother heard it. Now I got to get in your ass
Right.
Got you.
because I told you
You left no
if your
choice.
mother heard it, it's gonna be a different story.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I'm hearing it
now you
myself,
disturbing my
Plugs
peace.
out the
Exactly.
wall.
Now you disturbing my peace in my house. And you know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
Ain't getting
disturb my peace in my
Yeah.
house, or you disturbing my wife,
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta get
Yeah,
it right.
we got to get it right.
We gotta get it
I
right.
agree with you, Montrel.
I ain't gonna lie, my
Because-
anxiety, I feel like now.
Tanisha treats the situation a little different, right? But if I hear it,
That's all we-
I know how to come to you and approach you, right?
Man,
But if your mother hear it,
come to you as a man.
I can't do nothing about
She
it.
flashing out.
Yeah, she flashing
That's
out.
all women.
Now, Makai, you making me get deep in your
Yeah,
ass.
hey,
Because
Hey.
now I got to answer to her.
Yeah, you fucking my night up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't beat no cheek.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
See,
you
hey,
pissed off me.
Hey,
That's a point because guess what? That bothers everything because
Can't beat no cheek.
oh my god, hey, Craig, she brought a valid point up because everything disturbs everything because if that happens,
does,
now your mind is
it does.
especially women,
Right.
mind is they not even on that.
And
That's
look,
that bullshit.
Flip it when a girl. Just flip it on the girl.
Oh my goodness.
Just flip it on the girl. If the girl is going through something or whatever, and she just wants the mama, and then the daddy just gets a little whiff of it. Nah, my baby ain't doing that. Whatever they feel about the daddy's little girl. Any of the girl dads out there.
I'm soft for him.
Well,
I
he
just said that.
is.
That's what I'm
soft for him,
saying. That's
Corey.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
me, to be honest, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm the same, and Amber
Of
can
course.
beg to differ on this,
You-
but
you
I am
are-
the same on Amber as I was on Amber. I did
disagree.
not.
I
No,
disagree.
You
you
can't.
No,
You can't. You have to
No.
prepare
Listen.
them.
Tell me
Is
that.
that wrong,
The reason why I disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Baby girl, you finna get out
We-
here and
we
know
gonna
some
talk-
things that I
Go
ain't
ahead.
We're gonna throw Makai.
Okay.
When it comes to the girls, Jasmine and Amber, right?
Okay.
It's a little different. Right?
Okay.
Because it's been times that, you know, Kanisha, when she says she's hard on Amber, but I really didn't see that, right? Because, and the reason why I say that is because every time we went somewhere, they always thought they can't be mother and daughter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That was a sister.
We
Right.
But listen.
same thing.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Kanisha, you shaking your head, but let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
With Amber, it was a little different because with Amber, and I'll attest to this, as much as Amber wanted to do things, but when it came to like her schoolwork and shit like that,
Right.
Amber, she's fucking smart as hell.
That's cool. Phenomenal.
Smart as hell.
And Rich
Phenomenal.
Didn't have to fuck with her.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's why I said it was a little different, right? Because Amber, I didn't see her with Makai. You know, Kanisha sometimes could get Makai's ass.
Right.
I really never saw her really getting Amber's ass.
You don't have to.
And did I not almost go in labor with Makai off of getting Amber's ass?
Really?
Nah, it was different. But
Amber
it's being looked at as, because you know, Kanisha, every time we went somewhere, they can't be mother and daughter. They sisters.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
I say this. Well, you know what? I beg to differ on that, Kareem. Just because we can say the same thing, and Amber, if she watches this, she will say the same. No. Hold on. Save your question because I forget. If Amber listens to this, she can say that no, Makai's the baby. He gets favored.
Oh.
Okay. Makai's your baby. He gets favored. He's the youngest. He's the baby. Listen.
Yeah.
He's the baby boy.
Okay.
Everybody that knows us as a couple knows who Makai. Who does Makai cling to, you guys?
Ksapp.
Daddy.
Ksapp.
Daddy. He's
Hey,
a daddy's
he's a daddy's
boy.
boy.
He is most definitely not a mama's boy. He loves his mama.
Yeah.
Most
Daddy.
definitely. He loves his mama for what his mama do.
Yeah.
Cook and clean up for him.
Right.
You know,
Hugging.
but he loves his
Make it feel
daddy.
better.
He loves his daddy for the sports and all the shit they talk about and all the little stuff. Right. He looks up to him for the daddy stuff. And I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I want him to be a daddy's boy. I want him to cling to me as a boy. I wanted my daughter to cling to me.
Right.
However, I did not. He could say that, but maybe I can only give him this. Maybe I may have been slightly partial
Let me ask you. That's
to
my
her.
question.
I might have been.
Let
Listen. Y'all know that I'm going to give it. I'm gonna give y'all 100% the real. 100% the real. I'm gonna give. Hold on. I'm gonna give you 100%. I'm gonna give y'all 100%. Yes. Let me get my tequila out now. Let me get my tequila out. I'm gonna give y'all 100% the real. Amber is always. She can come on this right now and tell y'all I don't play. I don't play. It ain't no discipline. That's out the water. I'm disciplining them both the same. It ain't even no question about that. But because we were me and Amber and we met him,
Right.
that's why he
Right.
felt that way.
Okay.
And because he kind of backed his way out sometimes because she was a woman. She was a girl.
She's a girl.
She was a
Yeah.
girl. So
I
I
see.
handled a lot of all of that. So
Right.
when we had Makai, I was like,
Okay.
you got it.
You got that.
You got it.
But
That's a man.
Right.
I don't know how to raise no man.
That makes sense.
You got it. I'm gonna let you handle that. I'm gonna let you handle that.
Hold on, Tracy.
It's a lot of different dynamics in this too.
Okay.
Because
Okay. No. Let my trail.
the thing was, Cream, okay, you say they was sisters, acting like people say, but at what age was they saying this at?
They only said that because
Was she
I
grown?
always look so young.
Right.
And with
How
Amber,
old was Amber?
Was
I
she
mean,
like
Amber can
15?
be. Amber could be like hell. When I graduated, Amber was
I've been in
what?
the gap for 23 years, right?
Amber's doing funny for them.
And I've seen
Amber
it.
was 2 when I graduated.
I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
She was 2 when I graduated. So let's just
They
go
have
for
a-
lesson. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a kid. I was a kid having. We grew up.
they grew up together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They grew up
I
together.
got it.
We did.
So
But we did not grow up as no freaking best friends.
So-
I didn't
Let's
say
get
No,
that
broke
straight.
best
Let's
friend.
get that straight.
At the time, people
Let's get that straight.
were saying this, but
Because
how
we
old
not
was
best
she?
friends.
That's what I'm saying. When they were saying that, how old was she?
Calm
when they said
down,
that?
Kadeem.
Are they could be sisters? How old was she
Yeah.
then? How old was she then when they said you could be sisters?
I mean, that was
Like she was
that's
almost
now.
grown?
Yeah, I mean that's now.
Like,
You know how that was like? I think
15,
like
16.
Kanisha about.
Let's be honest.
Hey, I'm being honest. When Kanisha was about
That's
21,
what Tracy
22,
said.
23.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Because it was their relationship,
Right,
right?
right.
It's the relationship that
How old were you when you came into her?
23. I've been in the gap.
Shit, how old was she?
4 years old.
I was 3 years old when I came into Chloe life. and I'm just as involved as she is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and,
so
and I'll turn the page on that because I remember when Amber was on the dating scene.
But he always.
She had that conversation with me.
Right.
And like,
Is this
because
the
she
sexual
felt
kind
kind
of
of
me?
like,
Comfortable
you came
talking
to
to
me
him
first
than
instead of
me.
you.
And
You
I
know what I'm
be
saying?
like,
Like, well, I mean, because I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the father.
At the end of
You
the
know what I'm
day,
saying?
at the end of the day, she felt
But he
comfortable.
did. He did let her do more than what I would do as a mother letting a daughter do.
I know, but
He did let her take his car to do it. I'm like,
Yeah, he's teaching her.
At that point, I was like, going to the mall. I'm going to the mall to smile then. What they going to the mall for? What they doing?
I'm with you because I already started teaching her how to drive.
You gotta think that was a mother's
go get her license.
I taught him how to drive.
I let her go. I let her take my car.
I did that.
I don't want to think about it.
I let her take my car to the prom, right?
Okay.
Right.
But it was times that she would always say, "Hey,
I'm gonna laugh."
And she gonna laugh because she knows because I got pictures and videos to back up what I'm saying.
But
I used to have to every weekend. Amber would come to me. Can you take me to the mall to hang out with friends?
Right.
I'd be like the chaperone, right? I'd take them to the mall,
Okay.
but I stay in
He
that
likes to
mall.
keep stuff from her.
I stay in the mall, right?
Oh,
I take look, I see them, I zoom in my camera, take pictures. I'm like, I see, I'm like that chaperone. I didn't go home. I stayed in the mall.
Right.
So when Amber texts me like, "Can you come pick me up?" I said, I'm right
You're already there.
I'm already there. I'm already there.
I love
And there were
it.
times when she went to college, right?
Oh my.
She would hit me up. She's like, "Can you come pick me up? I want to come home for the weekend." I would go drive all the way down to Sam Houston, grab her, bring her back. And then she would want to go back. I'd take her right back, and I'm turning around and coming right back back home, right? But when I say about their relationship was so tight, but everybody looks at like it was like a friendship. No, they mother and daughter.
Yeah.
They mother and daughter.
baby, that was my.
You know what I'm saying?
That's still.
And like
that's
people that know me with my oldest
that's my
child,
baby.
I would get knee deep in her ass. Tanisha saw me get knee deep in. It's like sometimes
I didn't understand that, and it was a thing. It was a different dynamic. It was a different dynamic. It was a different dynamic. It just all depends on what your dynamics and stuff is. But in retrospect, just to say it all depends on. I don't believe in that whole favoritism. I don't believe in that whole man and the boy and the father and the man. They say the boys are close to their moms. Like you say, JB is all about you. Your dynamic is totally different, Sheena. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like at this point in life, if I did not have Kareem, Kai's dynamic may be totally different. Exactly. He may cling to me.
So, can a woman raise a man?
Yeah.
They can.
Most definitely. My mother did it. She did it successfully.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Hold on, before you talk, let me just go. I go back to what Kanisha said about JB being all about Sheena. But it's been times that Sheena ain't been around. I've been around Brandon and JB.
Yeah.
As a man,
he's gonna
Brandon to give it to him.
Right. He's gonna give him a different aspect.
And that's why I say, like, I don't like to sugarcoat shit with Makai.
He needs
Right.
it.
I'm not gonna talk to you
This world is
like
not
blah blah blah.
Right.
If I happen to cuss, I cuss.
Right.
You gotta accept that. But I'm just giving it to you real. I've seen Brandon father JB the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm teaching you
Shout
what
out
is
to the
going
daddy.
on right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
You
if I sugarcoat that shit,
that cop ain't gonna shoot
That-
that
the
shit.
world is not gonna.
You gonna grow up to be a punk ass bitch.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh my.
We don't want that.
No.
Nah, ain't no bitches around here.
Ain't
We don't want
bitches
that.
around.
I don't give a damn around mama, grandma. Ain't no bitches.
Yeah. So it's like with sons, I don't get, even if we happen, if Makai was a girl, I think it'd been the same way. There's no way that I can change the way I father my kids.
Yeah, don't give them fake love.
I think because
That's fake love. Don't give them fake love.
Exactly.
Be real.
Yeah,
I think because Amber was mine and not biologically Kareem's, that he kind of he was there. He was most definitely there for all the support, but he kind of stood back and kind of
survey the land a little bit and kind of let me.
Because I had to know where I had to,
he didn't want to overstep his boundaries.
See, I don't believe in boundaries.
He
Do you feel like that, Brandon?
Yeah, what it is.
With JB?
I have
you
no
gotta
idea.
know what
So tell me what your aspect was, because y'all kind of was similar to us.
Right.
So what was your aspect of
Me-
it, being younger, because you were younger than Kareem?
Right, but me with raising these, because I came in her life at 3.
Right.
So it's just like I birthed. Like we was in the hospital.
I totally agree with that. But it took
it's
me a
no
while to get comfortable with that, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I understand.
You know, when you my roof, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when that leadership comes in.
I understand.
And how a man runs his household. So that all coincide with each other on how a man runs his house. So
that's great.
That's why I was 100% involved in every aspect of what she was doing. You know, so I mean, it's like I was in the hospital with her.
Yeah.
No different.
I mean, I
he was involved. But I think
like,
when it came to kind of, I think when I say stand back offish, I feel like it was more on the sexual aspect and talking about the birds and the bees and all that. And when I had the sex talk, he was nowhere involved.
Yeah.
I had that.
I had
that talk with her. And I don't know to this day. She'd have to tell y'all she was uncomfortable if he ever would talk to her about that, but he probably never would.
Right.
But now they cool as hell. Like Amber would say, "Rub my feet." Now Kareem would rub her feet.
But where it got comfortable is when she started dating the little boys. When she came to me first and talked about that, and her mother didn't know nothing about that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
she had that conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it got comfortable. But like she said, like Amber, you know,
F the boys.
Because
okay, that's what I'm saying. You better get
what I believe, you got to be so involved these days because of what society puts out there. Well, I thought so. Me, I have the. She come to me about sex.
She do.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
But it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Generational.
Right. So that's
how old is your baby?
That's why I'm all up in her shit.
Your baby is 14, and it is 2021.
Yeah.
My baby she was born in 1994. Generational. I just said she was born. I don't know.
Hey, Kareem,
94.
These days,
y'all
you gotta be
added
all in that shit.
You have to know everything.
Right.
You do.
Because guess what? Not only that, now everything of the world, suicide is on the rise.
For no reason.
Suicide is on the rise with these kids.
These children.
You got to be involved. Right. I think that what happens is there's not enough people involved in their lives.
Right. We got away from the village, Kanisha. We got away from the village.
We got away from the grandmamas. We don't have grandmamas.
Brandon and I talked about it because we talked about principles. You know, back in the day, the principal used to paddle the kids and all this. But these that you better not touch.
You better not. Yeah.
You better. Hey, then,
not
only that,
I got a paddle in the DISD.
The neighbor better not.
Where my DISD people at, baby? Because I got a whole paddling.
Right. Because even the neighbor these days can't say shit to your kids.
Wow.
Well, you used to get your ass whipped by the neighbor. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
Where I grew up, hey.
Now we running up to the school. You better touch my baby.
Checking my neighborhood. Shout out.
We got away from the village.
Shout out to Bonnie Swan.
Bonnie and watching.
And Chuncy, right? The neighborhood where I come from, right? It was almost like
they whooped your ass.
Exactly. I could come out
and go over there and tell David they did it.
I could walk in their door. I don't have to knock. I just walk in their house, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tina, my sister, and my brother-in-law. But we used to just walk in their house, right? But if I did something wrong, they had the right to discipline me.
Right.
Come on, man. We got away from that.
Without Carrollton Drive crew, exactly.
A good father.
So without,
Shit. I'm sorry. Is this touch screen?
So without, being, just walking in, I could get disciplined.
You better watch out for that baby girl.
You know what I'm saying?
So, that's the thing, Kareem. We got away from the village, man. We got away from the village raising the kids. It's like you better not say shit to my kids.
I got a question, y'all. We got a question from the audience.
Hey, what's the question?
A good
we got a shoulder rub.
A good father.
A good father can set an example for what their daughters should expect in a man.
Wow.
Right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But what if
It's
they're
like your
like
mama
Gen
picked me.
Z and they're
Right.
Damn.
Your mama picked me. Goddamn.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
my mama might have made a bad decision.
But man, I
Mama get them cheeks beat.
So that's we done went all over the place.
But you know
We
what?
done went all over the place. We done went to cheeks, chin.
Let's switch gears.
Generation.
We gotta get
Switch
the.
gears.
Hey, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the
We
show.
had to get there on the next one. I know you gotta go piss. We gotta get
Oh, good.
we gotta get there on the next one, right? But check this
No, I'm
out.
good.
do like Deja. Get on it.
We're gonna get there on the next one.
What day shit?
We're gonna save that for the next one, man.
Okay.
We didn't held y'all.
Oh, yeah,
long
we did
enough,
go on.
right.
We got to do a part 2.
But we got a part 2 coming.
We're gonna do it tomorrow because y'all black
This is very
Hell no,
interesting.
that-
y'all got a subject.
We can come back tomorrow. We can wrap this up, man.
Bought
But,
our clothes.
man, I appreciate everybody that's been in the comments.
Y'all got y'all sweet already.
Yeah, so we're gonna come back tomorrow night, man. Stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna come back tomorrow night, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all guys tuning in, man. And it's gonna wrap up another episode of Simple Ball Jumping Roundtable Talk. I'm your host, Ksapp Square, D Hunt, Sheena Hunt,
Yeah.
and the guest Montrel Rushing. So,
Look,
She here.
Tracy comes out of the gallery. She's representing. So we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. And we got
Another one in the audience.
We're gonna bring Sadie in.
Mercedes.
We're gonna come in on the next.
She was our official. She was our bartender tonight. She was our mobile bartender tonight. Come on in.
Say it like,
Come on in.
say hey.
We got the pasty.
That's Sadie right there.
We got a whole crew.
Yeah, so
We got a whole crew in here tonight.
Yeah, so she was our mobile bartender tonight. So shout out, man. You know, I'm gonna use the words from my boy Foster Carter. Get your drinks ready. Get in the stream, and no meat boys allowed. We'll catch you on the next one.
Tequila, tequila, tequila.